Alright, I am now officially recording. Everybody say hi to Tilly and Junkie.
Oh my god, Tilly and
Hi,
Junkie.
Tilly. Hi, Junkie.
Hi, Tilly. Hi, Chunky.
Oh dear lordy,
Oh,
Maddie,
God.
honey.
Yeah!
Maddie's dying.
Alright.
Yippee!
Jesus.
Dear lord. That's so funny. That's so funny. Alright. If y'all are ready to go, I will do a quick introduction.
Yeah.
Let me change the music a little bit.
Slay.
Can I change... Oh, I can cue the audio myself. Is that... Hold on. Trying to, like, add a little bit more to my volume so I can hear it better. Okay, that's pretty good. And I'm gonna change... Yeah, I think that's good. Alright. Once upon a time, the perfect heroine, the wise sage, and the false princess had gone through rigorous training to prepare for the upcoming Heather's play. Lazar had been no less than cruel to them, pushing for constant rehearsals, practices, and no lack of brutal critiques. The three heroes had found themselves exhausted, and in turn, Lazar had become very exhausted with their horrible performances. He swore that he was working on a device that would help with their acting issue, and promised that he would debut the invention tonight when the cast got together for a group dinner. Finally, they were let go from their grueling training, and the three were able to talk to the other cast members along with going out to interact with other students. All three heard a rumor that there was a phantom in the theater, along with the possessions of the theater cast going missing. After interacting with several other students, the perfect heroine had managed to convince the archivist to join them for dinner. However, when it came time to debut Lazar's new invention, he had found that it had gone missing and swore up and down that one of the cast members had stolen it. The trio had already uncovered several clues already. There had been footsteps under the floorboards where the device had been hidden. The professor had disliked the play and its idea, but went with it anyways. Lazar had been... The party had been informed that Lazar was not skilled with magic, but Rain was. And one of the notable things, Lazar had the smell of the forest on him. And now, as the curtain rises, our three heroes have a mystery to solve. So, just to kind of like rehash with everybody, we have tried to keep the clues and whatnot in that little clue tab. If things get confusing or anything, just let me know and I'll try my best to kind of like pick up whatever seems to be confusing. And I will say, if you guys hit like a general bump, just let me know and we can figure stuff out from there, and I can give a few hints along the way. But overall, I remember that some of y'all wanted to talk to Mini Binny, but I'm also going to let y'all kind of split the party and interact who you want to save on some time.
Whatever is going to be the most, like, important in terms of interacting with, like, certain characters, I think do it just in case my throat gives out.
Yeah.
So...
Sure.
I know that Rain, Mini Binny. Was there anybody else that we wanted to talk? Oh, the professor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move
Okay.
Lazar from here. I'm gonna say that I don't know where he's gonna be. I'm gonna say he's in the dressing room. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess like if you guys want to split up and do interactions, we can do yours first, Maddie. So you don't have to use your voice too much, and then you can kind of rest throughout with bigger pauses in between while we do the other two. So just choose whoever you would like to interact with, and we can just do that.
Okay, so since I've interacted with Rain before, I think she would want to talk to Rain.
Yeah.
And also, I just personally am a suspect of her.
That is very fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I guess, like, for the sake of, like, my funny bit, could we say that, like, the fucking, like, fatigue and just, like, overall wear and tear of everything just crashes down on Blair, and I don't know if she fucking, like, goes unconscious, hits her head, comes back up, is like, why do I sound like this? Like, because I know that, like, between this and previous session, it might be jarring, but I think, like, we can come up with a funny bit to go along with it fresh if you want to go in that direction or come up with something different.
No, absolutely. I am so down for that. I think that even kind of, like, escalates why the Archivist is staying by your side. He saw your fucking ass hit. Like, he saw you eat ass so fucking hard on that floor, and then you got up like, yeah, I'm good, with a voice so scratchy that, like, it's so grated, and you could tell, and he's kind of really worried about you, so he's gonna stick by your side.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So in that case, I'm like, no, we have to tank it. And, like, we have to, like, go to this, continue the little mystery, because I want to get in the walls. I wanted to get in the walls so bad. Put me in the walls.
The Archivist, who, like, you know how, like, a kid and their parent, like, a kid is, like, super excited about something, and the parent does, like, have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, but they're, like, trying to be nicely, like, whatchamacallit, supportive, but also like, okay, sweetie, and like kind of concerned. That's kind of how the Archivist is, where he's seeing you try to like have your second win, and he's just a little bit concerned for you, dog.
Cool. In that case, I will like give like a thumbs up and be like, I've done this before.
Okay.
I can do it.
Sure. And he's like a little bit concerned, but he doesn't want to like stop you.
Awesome. And so like we're gonna probably go to Rain, go find her wherever she is.
She's just down the hall. I would
Nice.
say, you know what? Let's actually have her in the laundry room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No other reason than that way you guys will be alone kind of a little bit. Yeah. So I would say that generally she is in the laundry room. She has just been a little bit concerned with everything that's been happening. But when she sees you come through, she awkwardly tries to like straighten her hair and whatnot. Not suspicious at all, no. She just seems really nervous. As she goes, "Oh, Lady Starfall, what can I do for you? I'm sure I heard you took a little bit of a tumble."
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. We're good. It's like just rehearsals have been a lot, and it's kind of like I blame Lazar. This is all Lazar's fault.
Maybe not say that too loud. I think he'll get angry at you.
He can try. I want him to try. Fine. I just okay, above table real quick. The only the only clues of her being suspect was that the Archivist was making her uncomfortable. Was there anything else from the last session? I can't remember.
There was also the fact that you guys find out that because Lazar's not very good at magic, he relies on Rain for a lot of like practical effects and whatnot.
Okay.
Like he relies on Rain a lot.
Okay. So I'm gonna be like, Rain, I'm gonna be so real. You're tech, right? You do tech here?
Yeah, Lazar said it was probably the best thing I could do around here.
Got it. How well do you know the structure of this building? I'm being so fucking suspect. Sorry.
No, you're so fine. She kind of catches on to that, but also at the same time, she's like, well, I don't know why I would be suspicious of this. And she goes, oh, well, I've actually been taking theater ever since I started here, so I would say pretty good. I know a lot about the theater, but I've never been able to act, so I've been around backstage a lot, know it like the back of my hand.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, like, that's good to know. I'm glad that, like, you are really passionate about theater. I really like the theater, too. I personally like tech more than I do acting.
Oh.
I would be very interested in learning more about, tech and, like, kind of what your job is like. I know that I'm a performer right now, but maybe for future musicals and, like, future, like, plays and stuff, I'd want to, like, help you guys out on like, the tech team.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, it's not really that hard. I mean, like, if you know the cues and the lighting, and the props, and the special effects, and the scene changes, and she just, like, kind of, like, gets a really, like, I don't know how to describe it. She feels overworked just by listing everything off, because it sounds like she's doing a lot of that by herself.
I like raise a brow at her. It's like, wait, are you the tech director?
Lazar would like to consider himself the tech director, but, I manage most of it, honestly.
I think it's bullshit. I think you gotta hassle him to get that proper credit. Like, it's gonna be really good for after graduation if you gotta find more work. Like, it could look really good on a resume if you got tech director. I could kind of put my foot down with Lazar if, like, you want to get that recognition.
I don't want to push you. And, like, as you're, like, offering, you could see her almost, like, collapse into herself and shrink a little bit. This girl does not have a fucking backbone in her fucking body.
Like, even, like, it's really no problem for me. Like, if that's something that you wish to, like, be a part of, or, like, do more, and you kind of want that credit for future opportunities, I say go for it. But no, like, if you could, I want to learn more about tech so I can, like, give a helping hand whenever I can. If you want to show me around, that'll be awesome.
She actually lights up at that. Give me a general charisma check.
I don't know if I can. Like,
we cannot add level, so whatever you get, just add your level 4, I believe.
Okay.
What level are you all at?
4.
4. Okay, so add 4. Whoa! Whoa! With natural 20 on the other side. Okay. I forgot to tell, like, you probably have disadvantage on this, but, like, okay. It doesn't matter, I guess. You say that, and there is something that, like, almost immediately kind of hits with her as she goes, wow, only one other person has really been interested in tech and my interest in theater, but yeah, I would be more than willing to show you. It's really nice. Honestly, for me, I don't really care about the credits or whatnot. I can kind of tell I'm not really built for all of this. But between you and me, and she looks at the archivist, and the archivist is just kind of, yo, like, not really sure what to do. She looks back at you and she goes, in all honesty, I've always wanted to act. I'm not good at it. I get so stage fright and I freeze up, and then, God, at that point, I'd probably be better having someone else control me. But, I would love to learn how to act, and, I mean, for you coming so close to the date, and you not being horrific despite what Lazar says, I maybe this could be like, I teach you some tech and you teach me some of your acting secrets. She's like awkwardly trying to like be charismatic, but it is not coming off that way.
My brain
You're so
my
fine.
brain is sort of like, I'm like, no, like, in character, she's like, I'm not an actor. Wait, yes, I am! And then she realizes that she's been pretending to be Phoebe this entire time. She's like, yeah. No, I can definitely show you some tips and tricks about how to convince people that you're a different person. Mm-hmm.
Really?
I know how to do that. I like awkwardly side-eye the archivist,
Yeah.
Anyways.
The archivist is like, he hasn't seen you like act, but he like kind of raises a brow at that, like, huh?
Yeah. That'll be fun. We can make a cross night out of it.
The way your voice is so strange is so genuine. I like the thought that she like comes up to you and like clasps your hands together, and she gets like really, really excited by that. And she goes, "That would be wonderful, really. I mean, you're such a genuine and good, honest person, Lady Phoebe. I've heard so much about you, but it's really nice to know that all of the rumors about you are true."
It's a skill, for sure. It takes a lot of work to get there, you know? But thank you.
You say as you look like you're about to pass out again.
Yeah, where the fuck am I right now? And I'm like, yeah, like, so if I'm just, I kind of look a little bit into tech before, and I'm just kind of like wondering like what kind of stuff you got going on behind the scenes. If you could show me, and I can see what I could like help out with.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So there's a lot that can happen here. Let me see. There's the lights. There's a lot of. Oh, she like snaps her fingers as she goes, you know, in terms of tech. Now, this is a little odd, but there's a lot of like shortcuts and backstages that you can take to get from one room to another. So we have a few shoots. If you go to the costume, actually, hold on. Since it's kind of good that we're here at the laundry room, the laundry shoot, she moves over, not by a lot, but over here by the laundry shoot, she kind of like opens up one of the compartments, and you can see like it is a straight tunnel up, so you can tell that a lot of people probably throw their laundry down, and it's a pipe that like brings the dirty laundry of the costumes down over. And then she goes, there's also a bunch of weird hidden floors and like around maybe a few different hidden passages around here. It's to help tech and cast move around a little bit easier, though rumor has it that you can kind of find a few that go into the sewer, but I wouldn't personally look for that. She's like kind of a little like it sounds gross, but you can technically do it. As she also says, I heard like, I think maybe, because I think the boys' bathroom's not working. I think something around like the sewage that you can enter and something happening around there. So things have been a little bit difficult for the boys' bathroom, and well, there's a passage there, so it could be clogged up. But there are a lot of different passages that you can go through. Almost every room has one, honestly.
Is there like can you show me around, or is there like a map that y'all use to navigate?
Honestly, there's not a lot. There's not a map, but honestly, that'd be really good to have. She's like, huh, we might want to do that. I would say...
Should we make one? Should we make a map?
We can, I suppose. There's a few. Let me mark the ones that I know. Here, I'm gonna make a little, thingamabob here.
Yeah, like, I'm like, yeah, please point to those.
Please point to those. So I know that there are... I'm just gonna make, like, a bunch of little circles. And we'll see if you guys can see that. Can you see that green circle?
I can see one green circle.
Awesome, even better. That's all I need. Let's see.
Fresh, if I get forced proximity this session, I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth and get you sick with me.
Don't threaten me with a good time, babe. So there's that. I will say, she said there is one around the boys' bathroom. She does not know where that one is because she does not have access to the boys' bathroom. So, that is not something that she knows. Let me move the damn thing. Oh my god. There's one there. I'm not I'm not gonna call this a hidden passageway, but it does technically count. This platform goes up and down. So it is a platform that you guys can, what the fuck? Oh my god. It is a platform that can be moved up and down, so sometimes like cast members and whatnot will have like scene changes there. There is one in the professor's office, however, she does not know where it is specifically because only the professor knows that one. And last but not least, I would say, in general... Oh, and there's the laundry chute that she talked about in here. So...
Kind of climb into that thing, I'm not gonna lie.
You can. You probably can. It's
like, can a person
like,
fit?
Yeah. I think not, like, crazy big, but, like, probably you could probably fit. It's like, it's a laundry chute, basically. But it connects from the upper stage down to the lower one.
I see.
So people can just go into, I want to say, like, either the practice room or one of the tech rooms, and then just, like, they have a laundry chute that brings it down to the laundry area where they can all just do their laundry and they don't have to worry about going up and down the stairs. And I would say those are the, four hidden passages that she's aware of that some people move around in. The dressing room obviously is a quick change thing, so people come in and out of there all the time. So you can basically, it's basically like 2, maybe 3 like cellar staircases that you can take to get from the practice room to the dress room to the stage. Again, she doesn't know where the professor's goes, and the laundry chute's there.
Does Rain know about the one that I found?
Oh, which one did you find? The one under...
The one in, like, Lazar's office in the floorboards.
Why don't you offer it... So you say that to her, and I need you to give me a general insight.
Shit, okay. Please be a good roll. Please. Can the archivist insight her? That's not terrible, actually.
That's not terrible, yeah.
That's actually, like, plus my level, right?
Yeah, so it's 20.
Damn. Okay,
never mind. I was like, yeah, but, like, it's one off. I'm gonna give it to you, because 20 is pretty high anyway.
I'm smart. I can read people. You're doing
pretty good. You're doing pretty good. Yeah. Thumbs up. You read her, and you get the sense that she knows, and she really doesn't want to say. You offer that to her, and she goes, oh, that one? Well, there's a lot of passages. I don't know where all of them go. But if you say there's one around Lazar's office, I mean, maybe, but I don't really snoop around there. And she's being clearly, obviously, suspicious a little bit.
Quit at her, and I try to think about if I want to. I don't want to intimidate her, actually, because we're trying to be buddies over here. Maybe persuasion.
Okay.
And I'm like, Rain, just like, look, if you don't want to talk, like, we can step aside and have like a one-on-one conversation if you're uncomfortable. But like, it seems like you do know something, and I have a suspicion that like maybe you're just not comfortable about Lazar. It just seems like maybe you have thoughts and feelings about this guy, and I'm like, and like that's just my interpretation. I'm not trying to like read you and psychoanalyze you because we don't talk that much, but like if you need a shoulder to lean on in this moment, that's all fine. But like it does seem like you kind of do have like more. You have more knowledge of this place than you're letting on. And I don't say that as like a bad thing. I say that as like you got to give yourself more credit. Like give yourself more credit because you are a competent person.
Give me one more insight. With advantage this time.
Okay. Please. Okay. Insight.
Oh my god! 21! Because I gave you
That's a 25.
Yeah.
That's a 25.
This is so funny. I was gonna see what little I could give you. She's blushing.
I'm flirting with the race.
She's blushing. Like, you actually, like, catch her off guard with how you compliment her. And she's, like, you know, kind of, like, tugging at her hair, kind of fiddling with it a little bit. And she looks off to the side, and her face kind of, like, heats up a little bit as she goes, "Oh, well, I suppose it's not really Lazar that I'm kind of worried about. There's 2 other people that know about that little area, and I didn't want to throw them under the bus because honestly they kind of scare me. But I do know that 2 people know, and it's Minnie Binny and its Teeth that know where that passage goes. That one actually goes from his office down to actually the center stage. There's a loose ceiling panel that you can actually slip through. You're not supposed to do it. People don't really call it a secret passageway, but you can slip from the 2nd floor to that one, and then you can land, I guess, on the stairs and not hurt yourself as much, I guess.
So there's a way for you to travel through it, because it looked like a very cramped space. I didn't know if anyone could actually fit down there.
Technically, I can't fit down there. Not really many people can. We used to have one cast member who also, like, used to go back and forth from there a lot. His name was Gromga. He actually played Jester Dean before he disappeared. He used to actually go through the rafters all the time. So he used to go through that. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, obviously he's not here. He moved out and he's not in the school anymore. But he used to go in between all the time. But I don't think Minnie Binny can fit, and I don't think Teeth can fit. They're both too big. But, and she kind of hesitates a little bit more, I know Skipper can fit. Him and Skipper actually used to travel around the rafters all the time. It got the professor really mad. But, they used to move around a lot. They were actually pretty close before he left, which kind of caused everything in a stir. Him and Skipper used to get along a lot.
Game. I didn't think. Wait, so Skipper and Gromga are the ones that travel through it.
Yeah. And Gromga,
Skipper is the rat.
Yeah, Skipper's the rat.
Okay, you said that the only 2 people that know of it is Teeth and Minnie Binny. So that now implies that there's actually 3 people.
Yes,
that know
sorry.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Sorry. I did not mean to leave out Skipper. Skipper does know about it.
Got it. And you said the professor just tells people not to do it.
Yeah, because it's not really a secret passageway. It's literally just the rafters.
It's just a hazard. Like,
yeah.
Like, they don't want to get a lawsuit or something.
Super. Yeah, like kids dying and disappearing is their biggest concern here.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Like, that sounds really dangerous. That's likely totally valid as to why the professor would tell people not to do it. And I understand, like, why you want to tell me, because I'm sure that you're just worried about anyone getting hurt. So, thank you for letting me know, at least. I'm just curious, as somebody who is very familiar with this place and have been here, like, longer than I have, do you know anything about the rumors of, like, kids getting, like, into the walls?
People getting into the walls? So, sort of, there was a rumor about, again, a phantom who used to live in the walls. I always chalked it up to, again, Gromga and Skipper kind of getting up into things. I kind of did my own business. I won't lie, Sharon probably knows more about those kinds of rumors. She's more of a social butterfly than I am. I kind of keep to myself, and she'll tell me if I ask, but I usually know that she knows more about rumors and stuff and superstitions than me. I try to stay away from it, because honestly, it kind of freaks me out.
Are you, like, a superstitious person?
she kind of fiddles with her hands again. Not really, I won't lie. As much as I enjoy magic and do magic, I try not to think too much about the superstition. Mostly because, well, with this rumor alone, I get really nervous at the thought of somebody watching me in the walls.
That's
So
really fair.
I try not to think about it. And so when the rumor went going around, I didn't really engage with it because then I got really, really scared and there was a moment where I just didn't move around at all and I was paralyzed with fear because I just thought someone was watching me. It was terrible.
Oh, I see. Well, on the bright side, if there's a phantom in the wall, maybe he's friendly. Like, I don't know what kind of rumors are going about the phantom, if what he's doing, but maybe he's a nice phantom. Maybe he just wants to root for us and be our little secret fan of our musical. Maybe he really likes heathens.
I get really nervous about being watched. So if he's friendly, maybe they will respect my boundaries about that. And she gets like really nervous at the thought.
You know what? That's true. You gotta like protect your peace or whatever people say. Would you mind like show me around like all like the tech stuff and like giving me like your kind of like explanations and like your creative process and everything like that? I'm gonna use this as an excuse to like rotate to somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
So can we just say that like Blair and the Archivist follow Rain around?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah. Okay.
That's no problem at all. Yeah. So Rain starts talking with y'all and whatnot. That being said, Ed or Veggie, are one of y'all particular on going before the other? Preference?
I'm not particular.
In that case, what kind of character or what are you guys interested in talking about or investigating?
So here's what I have in mind. We talked about potentially wanting a creature to get into the rafters.
That's true.
And I am good at creatures, so I might be able to break away while there's still some confusion over what happened to the rectangle and find a creature. I don't want to find one of Aster's because I feel like she might ask it questions, and I don't want to risk that.
I mean, you guys have a creature already.
We do. We have Martha.
Martha is not trained to do that. I meant somebody else.
I'm putting my son in the ceiling.
You gotta put your son in the ceiling. I'm so sorry.
I think we should put your son into the ceiling.
Well, isn't it the floor? Well, isn't it the floor?
Technically the floor, but then it's the ceiling of the basement.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is downstairs, not upstairs. Yeah. I'm putting my son in the ceiling.
So you guys can do that. And if you guys want to talk to anybody before you do that or anything of the sort, feel free to let me know.
If we are putting Poochie Pachi in the ceiling, is there anyone else we want to talk to?
I mean, y'all haven't talked to like really any of the characters here.
Yeah, there's a couple of them here. I'm tempted to talk to the professor just to.
He's one of the ones on the list that we didn't end up talking to last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the dinner party.
Yeah, and he's
Okay,
at
I'll
his office.
try.
Do you want to do that first
professor.
then, and then I'll take Koshipachi in the rafters after?
Yeah, Coochie Pachi Raptors feels important.
All right, you go first then.
All right. So-
I do think what happens here with Adalia is that there's a pull. She's familiar with professors, and like her character, so to speak, Miss Adalia, definitely is not a teacher's favorite, but she knows how professors work. She knows this is not where he wants to be.
You're getting
on a
really
Monday
far from the
morning.
mic.
Fucking shit, I'm back.
You're fine. I was like, I can't hear Veggie as much.
Where
What-
am I?
What were you saying?
Right, so I think she understands professors. She knows this isn't what he wants to be doing on a Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm maybe gonna talk to him.
Okay, sure.
Time to bring up my grievances.
Yeah. you immediately come in, and actually, as you come in, you open the door, and you see him actually looking around through his desk. He seems to be trying to look for something. He's like muttering to himself and whatnot.
I'm gonna step back a little bit and maybe knock.
Yeah, you step back because like he didn't notice you, and then you knock, and then he jolts. He looks up, and the professor, trying to fix himself, shutting whatever drawers he had open, just goes, come in? Oh, Lady Valio, wonderful seeing you, yes. Can I help you? I think, you and the other students were, hanging around. He seems really, like, distracted.
Right. Listen. I'm starting to worry about our director, and you're the person to talk to about this, no?
Sure, yeah. I cannot do anything about Lazar's behavior. Lazar is weird and bizarre and strange, but he is your director, and if you have any personal grievances with him, you can always talk to him about it or do something.
Yes, well, Lazar is missing, and you're here.
Well, Lazar's somewhere. You could probably find him. He just kind of like, just generally gestures around the place.
I've already taken a sweep. He's gone, probably crying about his rectangle.
Sure. Okay, fine. What do you have? What's the issue?
Look, you don't happen to know what his whole deal with that is, right?
What deal? What deal? Lazar's got a lot of deals.
I'm just saying, if this is not a safe artifact, are you not the person who's supposed to stop him if it starts getting a little unsafe?
Yes, but Lazar's had far worse. He told me a few things about it. I don't think he's going to blow up the school, if that's what you're worried about, but he's an odd one, and he's still, like, looking through the drawers.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, I'd like to insight him. Where is he focused right now?
Yeah, give me a general insight.
Yeah, absolutely. 25.
That natural one on the other side.
I know.
You can, so that with the +4, 29, that's really good.
I think that already has, doesn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, because it's skills. Yep.
Yeah, because it's skills.
Yeah. Sorry, I get them mixed up. But yeah, so generally, he is looking around. You see a lot of different things from scripts to, papers to whatnot. And then you see a drawer that seemed to have like a small glove box in it, and that glove box is empty. Whatever was in that glove box was clearly taken out when it was not supposed to be.
You seem a little distracted right now. What's troubling you, Professor?
Oh, you wouldn't say. And he adjusts his attitude as he noticed that he's being snarky with you. Okay, well, I won't lie. 3 student IDs went missing. Specifically, 3 of the 4 that had moved out. I have, Grumga's ID went missing. Ella's ID went missing. And, Flora's ID went missing. Those were all students that were, a part of this play, and they're gone. The only one that I do have, and he shuffles around, and again, he pulls out that small glove box, and he pulls out, what looks to be, Annette's student ID as her picture is plastered on. She moved out of nowhere but left her student ID here, which is strange because all 3 had left their student ID here. And well, it's here, and anybody, I don't know who, they took it and just ran, I guess.
Well, it seems a lot of things are going missing. That they didn't happen to disappear with the whatever Lazar had, did they?
How am I supposed to know?
Well, when did you last see them?
Well, it's gone now.
Alright, well, it's very strange, indeed, that those IDs are missing.
And you're just kind of like...
But do students just have to leave their IDs behind when they go?
No, not particularly. I mean, many that move or drop out tend to sometimes lose their ID or leave it behind. But I guess for the theater specifically, usually theater's the last place they'd be, and then poof, gone, and they just leave their stuff behind.
Huh.
I mean, this used to be such a hassle, such an issue that one of the students, and he gestures to the glove compartment again and goes, Grumga, he used to steal all kinds of things. Him and the rat, the skipper, they used to go through the rafters. It killed me, hated it, but they used to go to the rafters, and Grumga specifically, steal shit. Steal all kinds of shit. Pissed me off, but it's fine. It's fine. He left anyways, so it's not like he's stealing anything else.
Well, I hope you find your IDs. Maybe that will help you to be a little less distracted later. And I think that she is... Wait, was he gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I think with that she is gonna leave because she has gotten a piece of information she wanted.
Okay.
So we've all heard about Grumga.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's also a net student ID there too, which is odd.
There's also a net student ID.
Which that's the only
which
one
might,
there.
You know, maybe that'll go missing later for reasons.
Who knows? Who knows? He seems to keep those glove compartments locked, so there's that.
Good to know.
Alright, anything else?
For now, no. I did my little chit chat.
Alright. Then Edge, what have you got going on? Is there any guys you'd like to talk to before you shove your little guy into the rafters?
I was able to talk to a good few people last time. Go rafters first, and then if there's like anything left after that makes me go, oh, I should talk to da-da-da-da, then I'll go for it.
Okay,
but for
sure.
now, I have nothing in mind other than the rafters.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Edge cutting out for anyone else?
Not really. Sometimes there's a pause before she speaks, but I'm just assuming that's you just thinking about what you're saying.
Yeah, I just talk slow sometimes.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was like in the upstairs area, right?
Yes. So let's just do...
I'm going to assume like Blair told us about it, and there was just kind of the underlying, yeah, if only something small could crawl in there. And I'm sure both of them looked at me.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So, damn it all. We go, I wait until they both go, and distract people, and I very non-suspiciously
Go back up.
sneak away.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, yeah. It's just you up here, funny enough.
Wow.
Wow. There's a little bit of conversation downstairs that you can hear, but for the most part, it is very silent. Almost kind of eerily so. Because
I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
if, like, coming up here, Kevin kind of, like, steps out into the stage and gives, like, a quick once-over to the entire theater.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of make sure no one else is up here.
Give me a general perception check, then. What you got here?
Plus
14.
level, so
18?
yeah.
As far as you can tell...
Unless mine might already have level.
For skills it should. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, no, because it's plus 6. It's definitely...
Okay. So you already had added level, yeah.
Yeah, it's 14.
Okay. So, 14. As far as you are aware, you don't see anybody looking at you. But maybe it's just the fact that you're center stage, but it feels like someone's looking at you.
The usual Orthros feeling that someone's watching me, or...
You can't really tell, I won't lie. It's hard
Alright,
to tell.
gotcha.
It might be just stage nerves, who knows?
Focus my Arcana check to see if it's the usual.
Is it the usual weird ass?
God.
But yeah.
Alright. In that case... Okay, it's just stage jitters. You know, all empty theater houses just kind of do this. I like to imagine, like, Darian's saying this out loud to himself. It's like, there's nobody here. It's just a bit scary because it's empty.
And then
It's
just
fine.
And then there's just silence. A long, hard, pregnant silence of nothing. And then echoing throughout the theater. Beep beep! Beep beep!
Good morning.
It's afternoon.
He, like, takes the, it's technically, I think, evening, because we
Yeah,
just
I
ate
think
dinner.
it's night, yeah.
Good evening. What am I, fucking Nosferatu?
You
I-
must bounce on it. It's Othos talking in the wind.
You must take care of your Tamagotchi.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally it.
A new Othros voice claim.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, gonna take out Coochie Pachi and kind of start moving backstage.
Okay.
Hello, good time for you to wake up. Guess you know that I'm already planning on having you come out here.
You look at the screen and the Coochie Pachi has like on screen has found like a jumping rope to play with and has been like doing little exercises, almost as if to like warm himself up.
Well, you're just ready to go. Hello. Oh.
You can also tell he's hungry.
Yeah, he always is.
Fat fuck.
Shit, there's not gonna be anything that I can really feed him from, like, the dinner, is there?
You can look around if you want to.
I'm gonna have to feed him blood to summon him anyway, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Alright, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Anything I find in there, you know what, might end up being my post-summoning treat to get my strength back.
He finds a dead rat in there.
Yeah, no, that's not going to be my post-summoning treat. If he finds dead rats, he can eat them. But I shouldn't promise that. So... Whew. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so it's 1d6 of damage and 12 magic points.
Is it 1d6? Yes. Let me take a look at your silly little character sheet just to make sure. I wasn't sure if it was 1d6 or 1d4.
Yeah, it's 1d6.
Okay. Then roll me that dice and take off your magic points.
Took off my magic points and ow!
Yeah! I think last time you rolled like max damage too.
Yeah, okay, so I like to think I'm still using my little like sewing kit in my bag half the time for it. That or I probably have like a dagger on me. The intent was just to like prick one of my fingers or something.
Yeah.
And like let it drip onto the Tamagotchi. My hand just slips.
Yeah, it's not great. It hurts, but it pulls Kuchipachi out immediately. You watch as the blood drips onto the Tamagotchi, and almost as if he has been absorbing it, Kuchipachi claws his way out, his little slimy, flabby hands coming out of the small screen as he and has a wet slap against the wooden floor as he pulls himself out, taking what little blood you have offered him. And he comes out and he blinks one eye and then slowly the other eye as he looks up at you, and he licks his little lips, the fingers coming out almost as if they want to grab something a little bit, and he waits for your command.
One of these days he's gonna come out and he's just going to like latch onto my hand.
He probably is, yeah. Let me also change it to our theater mix.
Here's the hard part.
Yeah.
Cause, hold on, let me do something really quick.
Absolutely. Yay! I'm so glad you can bring him out whenever.
Yeah, the 6 intelligence is gonna be doing some numbers here as I try to figure out a way to direct this toddler on, a high security stealth mission.
Yeah. You just recruited the 4-year-old to the CIA or some shit.
Love Ocean's 11. Alright, Darian, like, pops a squat next to Kuchipachi. It's like, okay. Kuchipachi, I have something really important for you.
What?
Yeah, important. For you. Because I know we got off on the wrong foot at first, and we've been getting a lot closer. And you can't breathe with your mouth closed, can you?
He tries to close it, but then there's like still like little fingertips like peeking at the sides.
He tries to breathe through his nose once, and it's just one massive snot bubble.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't even know if his nose is functional.
I don't even think those little holes are connected to anything. I think it's just like a dip. Okay, you don't have to try that hard. But I want to be able to trust you. And I think if we work together, we can do some cool stuff. You know?
And you see him like as like scene from him like doing like funny like jumping jacks and jumping rope. He tries to do like a jumping jack in this form, but like it doesn't work out because his 2 fucking little stubby arms cannot connect over his head, and he's trying really hard.
Yeah, he's just kind of like slapping the side.
Yeah, so like he's trying to do cool shit for you, but you know.
That's so that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, baby boy, you're doing so good. Okay, but I don't need you to do that right now. What I need you to do, we're gonna have you go down there. And I like kind of move the floorboards and like, we're gonna have you go down there, and then, you can't tell me what you see down there. There's gotta be some sort of like, come on, this is blood magic. We're connected. There's gotta be some way you can show me what you find down there.
He looks at you with his big, beady eyes that look like they're about to pop out. And he points at you with his little chubby arm.
Me?
Yeah, he just points at you.
No, it's like characters daring me. What about me? Yeah, I'm Mama, I guess.
And he sniffs the air and then points down to where you want to go. Papa.
What?
He points at where the opening in the rafters is.
No.
Papa.
Papa's been down there?
Papa.
Papa is down there?
And you watch as he, like, almost as if, you know, you didn't really need to tell him, but somehow he already knew as he begins to crawl into the rafters.
Hey, wait.
And I need you to roll me a general dex for him.
Oh no!
As he seems to already know what he's looking for.
Well, he got a 14.
Plus 4 because you're level. So that's 18. That's pretty good. I need you to do one more roll for me.
Oh no!
Choose acrobatics or athletics.
For him or for me?
For him.
Okay, cool, because he's kind of cracked at acrobatics.
Shit!
Down!
Holy shit! You didn't see it. You didn't see it, but he did a did a backflip. He did a backflip.
He's just, like, you know how people, like, fall out of, like, skydiving planes and then just do a bunch of tricks in the air?
Yeah, no, super.
Him in this fucking raptor.
Yeah, he starts, like, as you said, like, Veggie, he's, like, doing somersaults and shit. Who knew that all of those flaps were aerodynamic? So...
I'm just imagining, like, you downstairs, there's someone that just went, huh, hey, has anyone seen Darian? And then it just, in the fucking ceiling and walls, are just, thunk, 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 boom, boom, boom.
No, literally, that's him. Like, yeah, I need you to imagine, like, it's like a fucking toddler, like, running around, like, you know how they have their hands out and shit? That's him, but with his chubby little limbs. And somehow, he's making it work. Like, you hear the rafters below him go, like, you know, like the creaking sound, but somehow, he manages. And, the issue is, he doesn't come back up. And then you hear a very distant,
Oh god. Here's Kuchipachi in the fucking
Kuchipachi in the rafters! He's in the ceiling!
He's in the ceiling!
Yeah, that's him. But yeah.
Darren just kind of like kneels next to the hole in the floor for a minute and just goes, oh no, oh god. I love being able to hear Fresh from the other room, even when she doesn't come through the fucking mic. I've got you, baby. Hold on.
Toilet. Toilet.
Oh god.
Papa!
What?
He said that,
No.
yeah.
Absolutely. Fuck no. Okay. How big is this, like, hole in the floor?
Not very big.
Like,
but...
not big enough for me to climb down by any means.
No.
Am I able to somehow, like, lean my head down to look in there.
Give me a general, I'm not gonna say it's perception, but investigation. To see if you can finagle your way around.
Alright, let's see. 5, so that's 16.
16. You see, honestly, it's really dark in there, so it's kind of hard to, like, look around. But as you do, you look and there's, like, one of the, like, ceiling rafters have, like, moved aside, and you can see, like, the hint of, like, a bathroom wall and maybe a bathroom stall. And you can hear the like the wet waddle of Coochie Pachi just going around, just screaming out.
Oh, I'm over here, baby, over here.
He hears you and then he gets really confused.
You can come back over here. Turn around. No, not there. You turn this way towards me. Towards that. No. You go back over here.
He waddles where your voice is, but he can't see you. You get the sense that he might not have the neck capacity to look up.
Oh no. This might have been a mistake.
He sounds like his mouth is full of something too.
I reach my own arm down to kind of wave. So I can, like, lean that farther.
Yeah.
Like, hey, over here. Baby, over here. There we go. Oh, God, what are you keeping? Oh. What are you? Oh God, you're choking, aren't you? Get up here. Once I can, like, lure him over to where the hole is, I'm gonna, like, kind of try and haul him out.
That's a little bit difficult, I will say, because, like, you're trying to reach through the rafters into, like, the bathroom, but it's just the bathroom ceiling.
Wait, shit, he is, like, full on in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's in the bathroom. He fell.
I'm gonna have to crawl through the bathroom, aren't I?
Well, you could kind of, like, with how this layout is set up, you can kind of tell he's probably in the boys' bathroom.
Okay, so, once I realize, oh God, he's stuck. I can't reach him. Immediately, okay, stay there. The rest of the cast, Darian, like, kind of goes missing for a minute. I don't think anybody notices, but I'm going to guess they probably will notice when he sprints downstairs full speed and, like, is running through the goddamn, the entire goddamn place.
You're running
and, like,
through, and
runs
you see
to the bathroom.
You see, like, Charon and Teeth actually there. Like, they seem to have heard something, and the door's locked right now, as they look at you and they go, Charon goes, oh, Darian, I think there might be a creature in the bathroom. You might not want to go in.
There might be, but, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go!
Teeth actually grabs you real quick by the collar of your shirt, pulls you back, and he goes, actually, you know, if there's some kind of pest, or raccoon, or owl, or even worse, a rat, I think I could help. I think someone big and strong and manly like me can help. I think I could get rid of that
Look,
pest
what
free.
I need to do in this bathroom,
no,
you cannot help me.
Darian, you do not need. Just give me a moment. It'll only take a moment. I will get in there, lickety split.
Teeth, I don't think you want to be in there as soon as I get in there.
He's like, whoa, man. Whoa, is it? Hey, man-to-man talk. Is it a hard one?
Ew.
It's a man-to-man talk. Come on.
This isn't man-to-man. We're arguing in the middle of a hallway.
Oh, yeah, but, like, I was going to take care of the whatever pest is in there.
I can take care of it.
I can take care. I'm like a really cool, like big guy. As he like tries to like flex, and he is big.
Yeah,
he is big, but like it's really awkward. Come on, man. Do me a solid. I'm trying to impress her.
I don't know if you want to do this.
No, it's fine. Look,
You're like,
look.
Look, dude. You're really strong.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I bet you could take care of it. But you
Yeah,
know,
I
bet
can.
you could take care of something even bigger.
Yeah, but like, I'm like, and he like jabs a thumb at Sharon, who's like watching you two like have your weird conversation, and she sees Teeth point at her so obviously. He's like, I'm trying to impress her. Come on, man. Like, what's going on? Come on, do a bro a favor. I can take care of it. It's fine. You know what? And he's pulling out his ID, ready to like unlock the door. I gotcha, man.
Oh, I don't know if you really wanna.
And he like tries to like get in, unless you are willing to stop him.
Can I? I'm trying to think of like if I have any like abilities that can stop him.
Oh, let me check. I don't think you do. Unless you want to do a funny straight clowning.
I'm trying to decide whether I can. My novice illusion understanding. Okay, I
Ooh.
can't cast it yet. I don't think.
What do you want?
See, I was gonna see if I could do anything with like my innate mist just to like distract him, or if Kuchipachi is actually out and just in the middle of the goddamn bathroom, that I can like just somehow turn him into a really ugly dog for a minute or something.
That's really funny. You know what? Roll me a General Arcana. A 20. That's
a
really
20.
good.
Is this how I unlock my first illusion magic? Sheer
on.
panic.
I have something.
Oh no.
Because you're not used to casting magic. I would say
absolutely.
Veggie has, like, done it, but you're
Yeah,
a
no,
little
like,
bit new to it. Using
Veggie has
magic's
cast
difficult.
magic. Maddie has like innate magic through
Roll.
like,
Roll me
everything.
a 1d100 to see what will happen.
80.
80. What the okay. Huh. Not what I expected. Hold on.
Unsure if it's a problem or if Darian just actually has to shit. Either one is just as likely as the other in his life.
Truly.
So what? Fresh, what's happening to me?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is it
Roll me a 1d10.
what, a 1d10?
Yes.
Oh god, this is a lot of roll at 10.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no!
As far as you're aware, nothing has happened.
I like to think, like, Teeth is unlocking the door, so I'm just kind of, like, reaching in and, like, throwing my hand at the, towards where I think Kuchipachi will be.
Yeah.
Because I'm just in a kind of panic, like, oh my god, they're going to see this creature. I cannot explain that I, A, brought it with me, B, have had it the entire time, C, tell them what it is and that it's not connected to everything. I cannot explain any of this. I just kind of wave a hand.
Okay. Yeah. As far as you're aware, you see Kuchipachi on one of the furthest stalls. He was just like wandering around. He does look like he has something in his mouth. But as far as he is aware, you see him go, ah! And he points at you, like how like when it just points at you, and then he stops. And what did you want him to turn into?
Oh fuck. I need to think of an animal that Teeth won't attack. I guess either like a dog or a really fat cat.
I think a really fat old cat would be funny.
Yeah, a really fat-looking cat.
Okay, yeah, he's a fat cat currently, which kind of makes sense with the amount of noise he's making. So Teeth like jumps in, and he just goes, "All right, what the fuck is that?" And he points at Coochie Pachi, who has been disguised as a fat little cat. That's so weird. Darn it. I can't kill that for sport. I'll feel bad.
Yeah, don't do that. I'll take care of it.
Alright. How'd that get in there? Oh my god. As he asked, how did that get in there? You don't know why, but you already know that, but for whatever reason, it's in the front of your mind. Oh, obviously you know that. It's because he fell through the rafters. But you don't need to say it. You just know immediately that is... So, while you do not know what happened, strangely enough, a vision of what Coochie Pachi was doing flashes in your mind. You see him waddling through the rafters, see the slip into the bathroom, and literally purposely fall in there and land just on his feet, no problem. You don't know how you know this, but you know it now.
Coochie Pachi Cam.
Coochie Pachi Cam. Yeah. But for whatever reason, you knew the right answer immediately.
Probably just fell in here or something.
Oh man, that sucks. Is there really nothing else? And he starts looking around. He looks around and obviously finds nothing. Man, I can't say I killed a fat old cat for sport. I think Chern will think I'm lame. Alright, well, he looks around. Give me, just a general insight before he leaves.
18.
18! That's pretty good. As he leaves, his hands were empty, and when he went out, he shoved something in his pocket.
Uh-oh.
And now it's just you and Coochie Pachi again, who is disguised as an old fat cat, just on the doorstep to death. He looks up at you. Somehow his eyes still look like they're about to pop out of their head, even though he's a cat right now.
Are you okay?
He like nods the best he can. Yeah.
Fell from the ceiling. I know you've gotten like bitten by a bear. But...
Funny, ha.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
He like does a little stance of like ta-da, and you can kind of tell this is the same stance you do every time you finish like one of your jester routines.
Well, like mother like son, I suppose. I'm going to take this as flattery and not you making fun of me, okay?
Yeah.
And this is how we're going to go.
Yeah.
You aren't allowed to make fun of me. Everyone else already is.
Yeah. He points at you again. Mama.
Yeah. Now,
Hey.
what was in your mouth?
What? What? He starts like making these disgusting, wretched noises.
Ugh.
And you see him bleh, pah, and there's a wet slap on the ground as there is this giant tuft of white fur, and he looks up at you and he smiles at you. And then there's one more thing that he calls on. Let me see. Let me look at it. Let me see what I'm looking at here, so I know what I
what you're looking at.
I'm trying to like describe it. Okay. I don't know how to describe this. This is so strange. Okay. So he coughs up a big bunch of white fur. 8 skin mark Don't go with that! He coughs up a big tuft of white fur that looks very familiar, but buried in that white fur is, the best I can describe, is a fleshy wing that seems to have been maybe, possibly defeathered, but it does not look right regardless. It is just a fleshy bit. It is no longer bleeding, it's old, but there is a fleshy bit and a white tuft of fur. Ugh. And the fleshy bit's like around the size of your hand.
Oh god. You... What the hell is this?
He points at it and goes, sweet treat.
A sweet treat.
Ah.
This is meat.
And he nods again, like really excited.
This is... Was this alive? Was this alive when you ate it?
He you can't tell how, but somehow his like eyes are spacing out, and you see him try to grab for the little fleshy bit to put back in his mouth slowly.
Hey, no. No, shh. Kuchipachi, was this alive when you ate it?
He thinks, and he's like thinking really hard, those two brain cells rubbing together as he goes, and he shakes his head.
Okay, so raw meat in the rafters, and a lot of fur.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There's a moment of realization that crosses Darian's face.
Okay.
That the relief of, the disguise working has, not fully clicked. Other than just the, whew, Teeth didn't see this fucking abnormality of nature.
Yeah.
But it, clicks at the same time as the fact Darian isn't 100% sure how to put Kuchipachi away.
Yeah.
Before he's ready. So regardless, if I don't come out of this bathroom with this ugly-ass cat, Teeth is going to be suspicious.
Yeah.
But also, now I am going to have to make sure that Kuchipachi does not eat anything throughout the rest of the investigation. God bless.
Yeah, but at least he looks like a funny old cat.
At least he doesn't look like a freak of nature.
Yeah. So you can, just grab him in his arms, and he somehow gets the fleshy bit in his mouth, and he swallows it.
God damn it.
If you want him to cough it up again, he can, but he wants it.
He wants it real bad.
He wants it real bad.
And it was what, like a feathered wing? Like a defeathered wing?
Yeah, kind of a little bit. It's hard to describe. It's almost as if it's a mix between a wing and a deformed hand. It's hard to describe, I'm so sorry.
Gross.
Yeah. It's great.
Alright. How much fur did you say there was?
A good amount, and it's all white fur.
I'm gonna grab a tuft of it to shove in my pocket.
Okay.
But I can't take all of it.
Yeah, no worries.
The rest,
It's also
I'm gonna
wet.
just kind of
It's wet, and you had to kind of wait for the acid to kind of sizzle off, so...
Yeah, not a problem for me, but a problem for everyone else. I'm gonna kind of kick it in... I feel like I can't just kick it into a stall, but I can't just leave it on the floor.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
I grab it with a paper towel, and I just kind of drop it into a toilet.
You hear it sizzle. Like the acid hitting the water is a harsh sizzle.
I I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's not a bad thing.
sure.
Whatever. And then I like kind of scoop Coochie Pachi up and
Yeah. He, like a fat cat, he's happy and content to be moved around.
just kind of have him slung over an arm.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And then I am going to exit the bathroom again.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you have, I would say, Coochie Pachi in hand. I would say for plot convenience, you three kind of like come back all together. And Phoebe, Blair, for the funny, you did have that close proximity. You tried one of the hidden compartments. You fell. It closed on you. You two were really close up, and like,
Let's go!
You were stuck there for a while until you found a way out. Just to give you that, bestie. But all three of you kind of reconvene. With the information.
I have a cat now.
Yeah, you guys see, weirdly enough, a fat fucking, gray cat in your hands or something. What color do you want Coochie Pachi to be, just for reference?
Can't just do green. So I'm trying to think of like what the closest. He's gotta look a bit mangy.
Yeah, he does. He super does. He looks like he's a cat that lives off meds.
It's like Buttercup from the Hunger. No one gives a fuck about the Hunger Games.
I know what you're talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We know Buttercup. Yeah.
Okay.
Mangy little cat. But yeah, you two see that there is an ugly, mangy little fat cat in Darian's arms.
Blair does not have like any proficiencies in magic, so she's going to 100% believe this illusion is like, that's a really cute cat you got there, Darian. Did you find anything else while we were split up?
I have novice illusion understanding. Can I
Yeah.
maybe get a sense that that's not a cat?
Give me an arcane check. You already know this, but I want to see if you pick up on anything else.
That's a
16.
16 on a low roll.
There is, 16. You obviously know this is obviously not a cat. You don't know it's Coochie Pachi, but you know that it is not a cat. However, you get like the weird wafting of magic off Darian as well. Like I don't know how to describe it, but like it feels like whatever he casted, there's something that like rubbed off on him and it's staying on him currently.
A mouth?
Yeah.
I mean, what's new?
Alright.
I hate to ask this, but I know that Archivist is pretty proficient in magic. Would he be able to tell that this is not a cat?
That's a good question, actually. He is really proficient in magic. Let me grab my dice real quick.
Yeah, because
Sorry to fucking narc, I'm
pretty
sorry.
sure that like he knows I've got some blood magic shit going on
yeah,
just because
you-
of my
you have
suspicious
it
Google
open.
searches.
But he's never seen, like, Coochie Pachi.
Yeah, he's never seen Coochie Pachi though.
I think I would say, in general, yes, he already knows that this is a minor illusion, but he's also, like, god of, it ain't my fucking business. But he does, like, give you a knowing look at Darian. He looks at the fucking cat for a little bit of a time, and then he looks at you and he goes, really?
Yeah, really? What?
Nothing.
Is-
Nothing.
So, okay, so nobody is going to go, wow, Darian, beautiful spellcasting. I didn't know you could do that.
I mean,
I thought you could cast. You're in the
I
same
thought you
illusion
could
class
cast
as me.
spells. I mean,
We're in the same illusion class.
You've seen me in illusion class.
Wait, you casted a spell?
This.
Yeah, that's a cat.
It's Coochie Pachi.
Oh, Phoebe.
Oh, okay.
I had to hide him. Teeth almost saw him because he fell through the rafters and he fell into the bathroom from upstairs, and I had to run down here and make sure that it was an entire mess.
He points. Oh, is that the summoned creature? He says a little bit too loud.
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, this is a secret. Sorry.
Wait, do you know?
Yeah, I've been helping Darian. This sounds too casual for Artemis. Hold on, let me try again. Yeah, I've been helping Darian study the magic of blood packs. So I'd assume this is the creature you've been making. No, the creature you can summon because of your patron, maybe.
Apparently.
Oh, it's
a patron?
Huh. Yeah. You have a
Look,
patron, right?
I don't. Look, I don't really know everything. Why do you think I'm googling it? Researching it. Why do you think
Your
I'm
voice
researching?
fucking down.
Look. Okay. Yes, this is the thing. This is whatever summoned creature you want to call it. His name is Kuchipachi. Don't let him bite you.
Oh.
If you see him shoving things in his mouth, just kind of stop that too.
He
You're
coughs
really
up a
cute.
little bit of fur that puffs out of his mouth. Oh.
Very good to remind me that. See, this is the important part. I went upstairs and I put him in the crawl space. And first of all, he's going on and on. He was pointing at it and talking about his dad again. I don't like that. Secondly, when he fell into the bathroom, he had something in his mouth, and it was this. Darian kind of like slings Kuchipachi over one arm, kind of like a bag of flour.
Yeah, and he falls
like-
like a bag of flour too.
He just kind of like flops there and like reaches in his pocket with the other hand and pulls out the tuft of fur. This. Whatever is up there in the crawl space, there was a lot of fur and some weird meat.
So, I have an undeveloped theory about what is in the crawl space.
Yeah.
Rat nest?
There might be a guy in the crawl space.
A
Probably.
guy.
Yeah, so apparently when people disappear, they tend to leave behind their student IDs. The professor had Annette's on him, and the other threes have disappeared, including a guy who used to go through the rafters all the time. What the fuck was his name?
Gromga.
Ramka. Yes, that guy, that man.
That guy.
Thank you, voice from above.
Here, I'll show you his picture. I should have it. Oh, do I not have
Also,
it?
I love how you're just being like, yeah, people in the like college disappear. Where the fucking archivist is right?
I mean, he knows.
He knows.
He knows.
Okay, okay, if he's,
knows
on, if he's
enough.
on the level, he's on the level.
he chill.
He's chill like that. Don't
He
worry.
doesn't know the extent, but he's also like, people disappearing, well, the people you've been talking about, quote unquote, technically disappeared, but they moved, quote unquote, they moved.
Okay.
Yeah, so when they move, they don't usually take their IDs, apparently. But if 3 of theirs are missing, that either means those IDs have been taken, or they didn't move. Is a guess.
Yeah, wait. He has a nets?
He has Annette's, and we know where she moved to.
I didn't think anything of hers was left.
Oh, a lot of hers was left. Diana said some of her things are still here.
But you're saying that the other students, any trace of them was wiped clean.
Do you think it just takes time?
I will say, for people who've died, any trace of them is wiped clean. For those that are taken by the forest, no.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, so my thought is like, okay, they didn't get forested if their IDs are gone.
No, they could have gotten forested. They're just
Yeah,
not
like
dead.
they just died in the forest,
Yeah.
or like they could have just.
Yeah, they just were not.
Because the point of like what's happening in the forest is like I think they're trying to, because like that lady was like, well, you have to save them. Like, you can save them, but you have to do it in the right way. Otherwise, they have to
bring
die.
them some some of their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm like,
these 3 might be fucking gone.
Mm.
Might
that's
be.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, on the bright side, Rain showed me and the archivist a lot of like the hidden spaces around the theater that we can like try and explore. Just be very careful of the closet. It locks from the outside and you can't get back out.
Yeah, you see the archivist kind of like shuffling, like his hair's still a little bit messed up. It was really cramped in there.
Yeah, I was scared. I'm scared of the dark.
Yeah.
Wait, when I
it
fucking
was
say that,
scary.
I
Yeah, it was so scary. Yeah. You see, you two watch as Blair and the archivist are just yeah, they're just fumbling around.
Wait, did you both get stuck in there? After seeing the other one get stuck in there, you still like went it?
We were trying to help each other out. It didn't work out.
So
It,
did
like,
one
it
of you
happened-
get stuck, and then the other one
and then
opened
the other
door
one
and let the other
went
one
in
got
and then, like-
stuck?
Or did you like both get stuck at? Did you get like stuck at the same time?
Well, like,
Or
okay,
I
no,
don't know
no,
if you'd be able to.
It wasn't
Oh,
like what'd you say?
Nothing.
I didn't hear that.
Nothing at all.
No,
No,
yeah,
no,
nothing.
what did you say?
Like Darian, like kind of like looks between you two, and pulls like that really polite white person smile that like looks vaguely pained.
The customer service smile?
The customer service, I am passing you, and I don't want to seem rude. Vague, pained smile.
Oh, well, okay,
That's what
no,
Darian's giving both of you right now.
no. So I'm thinking pain, not like, okay, got it. So, I'm like, no, you don't understand. We're just gonna, okay, let's just go fucking find, like, the places that we need to go.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, we got things.
We got things to do, guys, okay? Stop getting distracted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, of course.
So this is definitely Skipper's fur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, I mean, like, did I tell you guys that I saw, like, rat prints, like, in the rafters?
We
Like,
did see that.
yeah, so...
Did see that. See, and I was just expecting Kuchipachi to come out with like a rat.
Right, and
He's
also
like
Skipper
ready to
goes
cough up
there.
the fleshy bit. Sorry, I
Oh God, are
interrupted you,
doing this
Veggie.
again?
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, oh right, also the professor did say Skipper went up there and stole shit with Gromga. So she's been in there.
She has been in there.
Oh! Okay, great! So we definitely know that that's Skipper's fur. Okay. Also, Rain's sweet and all. There's something up with her. There's something going on.
I think there's something going on with everybody here,
What's not going on in this fucking school?
right?
Was that
I wish it would stop going on.
Weird
for like
question.
5 minutes.
Yeah?
This is so weird. Was that question directed at Darian? What's not going on with this school?
That was in character a reply, like, rhetorical. Like,
Yeah, but it was still a question, wasn't it?
yeah, why?
Oh my God.
How do I? Okay. Darian,
Yeah.
let's do. Oh my God.
I'm scared.
Give me a wisdom check, as a lot of things
Oh
are
my-
gonna flash in your head real fast.
Oh God. Saving or standard?
That's question 2. So let's do saving. Does that one add your? It does not. So add a
Lamau?
+4 to that. So a 15. Not great.
And not. Am I getting overwhelmed by the
Get
emotions
psychic
again?
flash bombed.
A little bit. God, that's such a weird question. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, I'm committing to this bit because you rolled it. Roll me a 1d4. Just see how many.
4.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
What is with you rolling max? You roll the max on 6. You roll the max on 10. You roll the max on 4.
I love
Get
small
all of
dice.
them.
A little bit too much, buddy. Okay.
The small dice think they're funny.
All right. God, what is not going on with? So what'd you ask, Blair? I'm so sorry because I have to think of an answer here.
It was literally rhetorical where it's like, well, there's a lot going on with students. And I said, like, well, there's like a lot going on with the students here. And then I said, well, what's not going on with this fucking school?
Okay.
As in, like, there's a lot going on in this school. But,
Yeah.
like, it was phrased sarcastically.
But it was still a question. Oh my
Go,
god.
like,
That's so
full,
funny.
like, zoned out, like,
Yeah.
mouth foaming, eyes rolling back, and I come back and I'm like, well, prom isn't this weekend.
No, for real. Yeah. Suddenly you get 4 things that you know for a fact are not going on. Darian, in your mind, God, what's some good stuff? Let me look at something here. In your mind, you flash immediately. You know, I'll give you a little hint here. You know what's not going on. The forest, I will say, is not trying to actively kill people. You know that much now. Thumbs up.
Alright.
2, you know that the cafeteria food, it is in fact not as expensive as people think. Like it's made with cheap food, so that's
Nice.
it's not as expensive as you thought it was. 3, this is gonna be random. I'm just making up stuff. Professor Hillbottom is not dating the janitor.
Ooh.
And you know that, for the 4th thing, give me a character name.
One that we've already met, or
Sure.
no? Gums.
Gums? Oh shit! Oh shit! You?
Do I have to pick a different one?
No. I'll let you know this one. You know. How can I? You know what? I'll give you this one just for the funny. You know that Gums might know more than she actually does.
Oh,
Those are 4 facts that you know. All of a sudden, when Blair says what's not happening in this school, that's what clicks in your mind, and for whatever reason, you know that it is fact.
I'd like to believe
I'm saving
that-
this chart. This is a funny
Oh.
chart.
like, Blair's like, what isn't happening in this school? And you just, like, Darian locks up and then... I mean, they aren't, like, overcharging us for lunch.
wait, how do you...
I mean,
did
it's
you
just, like, it's, like, reasonable. It's not, like, amazing, but it's, like, it's reasonable. Like, for what you're paying, you get, like, a reasonable amount, and, like...
No, Darian, your eyes just rolled back for like 5 seconds. What just happened?
Wait, tell us
But,
more about the lunch. How is it reasonable?
That's another question.
God damn it!
Stop! Why are we not abusing this to figure out the mystery?
I'm so sorry.
You ask. How is it reasonable? You think back on it, and suddenly you see a vision of the cafeteria area, of a kitchen staff, of staff that are genuinely passionate about cooking. They feel bad that they have to cut corners in some ways, but there's genuine so much love and passion in these meals. Sure, the quality of the ingredients are not great, but you can tell that the love and heart that the cafeteria ladies put into these meals, the love that these chefs put into these meals, is not worth all the money in the world. It cannot be measured in money, and that's how you know that the food is worth everything at the
Menu.
cafeteria.
Literally so the
I
menu
mean,
core.
it's just like obvious, like they really enjoy cooking, and if you cook that long, then like
No,
It's
Derek,
like you
your
raise-
eyes, you did it again. You like
So
season.
now
You
they're keeping passionate.
This
here.
is so funny.
did you not see him
in the
like?
background?
No, he fucking like he was convulsing. I saw his like arms go rigid. What do you got? This the archivist. Are you not seeing this?
The archivist looks at it. He goes, I don't know what's going on. It's clearly a magical effect, but I mean, it might be something that he can't control. Maybe.
Oh
Maybe
my
it's
gosh.
magic he's not used to.
what's magic I'm not used to? I'm just answering your questions.
You just answer. Okay, we'll answer this. Who's your Clovis device?
Wait, what'd you ask, Maddie?
Who stole the device, I think?
Who stole the device? That's really fucking good.
I said who stole Lazar's advice, but I think I peaked my mic.
You did a little bit.
You
okay.
did.
Who
It was
stole Lazar's
Of
device?
any session that your voice had to be fucked,
It's
I
really
feel like
funny.
this is the perfect one.
I'm scared you're gonna strain your voice, Maddie.
I'm okay.
You're
I'm
good.
having a good time.
Okay, so you asked, damn, okay, you asked who stole Lazar's device. Interesting. That's fascinating. Roll me another general wisdom save.
Max. No. I don't know.
You
Roll
got
good.
this.
You got this. Roll good.
You
Let's
got
see.
this. You can be wise.
Alright, 17. I don't think that adds your level, so that adds a +4, so a 21. That's pretty good.
Yep.
You see several faces in your mind all flash really quickly. But one face that you know for a fact that flashes in your mind, a green goblin.
I don't know if we know any goblins.
Who the fuck is that? Okay. So I'm over the table. I think I know. Judging on the character art we just received.
Yeah.
But in universe, I've never seen this person.
Yeah, you've never
So-
seen this guy.
You know. And I couldn't get a look at his ID because it's fucking gone.
Yeah.
Or it got
Very-
stolen, so it's...
Darian goes through his little like convulsion and then just goes, I don't know who that is. Ugh.
I feel like there's a way we can answer this, but I'm not sure if I want to make him do that again.
Green. They were like green and small, but not like Kuchipachi, in a different green and small way.
The archivist pipes up, you mean like a goblin?
Hey,
Has Arian ever seen? Has Cam ever seen
I
a
would
goblin?
say in this campus you've seen maybe a goblin or two.
Okay. I think so.
Alright,
okay. Wait, so you actually know information?
How would I know that? Oh god, how do I know
What do-
that?
Yeah, wait, like a green goblin might have stole the device.
He did. I
But
think there was like there was a lot going on, but like that,
yeah, you get the sense that that's not the full story.
like there's definitely like more to it, and there's a lot of people involved, but like they were there.
okay, can I abuse this one more time?
It depends. I'm realizing you rolled on something crazy, and I don't know how far I want to. You rolled twin questions. Do you want to hear what? Because like I just pulled up a random wild magic chart just for the funny.
Oh my god! Wait, how many questions have we used?
So, 80. You rolled 80. You instantly know the answer to the next 1d10 questions that anyone asks you,
Oh my
and the
God.
answers are all right. So I have to be like Genie in this bitch. I can't just give you the straight answers, but you rolled. Hold on. I'm gonna probably modify this because I'm probably gonna use this more often, but like,
Yeah.
on my mama. On my mama.
So I know that we used
Oh my
two as jokes.
You've used quite a few actually, because
Yeah.
you've also asked a few questions. I believe Teeth might have asked you a few questions. There's a few questions you've already asked, and you already know. I'm not gonna say how many you guys have.
Yeah, I know. Teeth asked me 1. You guys have asked me at least 2.
No, Adalia asked you 2. I asked you 1. So maybe like we've already used up 5. I have like one question I would want to ask you right now, but if there's anybody else has a pressing matter that they wish to try and get answers for, I will hold
I
off.
don't have any pressing matters.
Okay.
Yeah, and Darian can't ask himself questions, so if Darian wants to ask questions, he'd have to tell you guys to ask it for him.
Okay. Oh no, wait, I have 2. I have to decide which one's more important. Fuck. Oh no.
This
Oh,
might
fuck.
be too
need to
crazy of an ability. I might cut it off at a certain point. Not
I-
give y'all 10.
Okay, if we're likely going to get cut before the thing, I have a bit I need to do.
Okay, do the bit.
I look at you two. Adalia, Blair, I look at you two so seriously. I'm like, you can just ask, if you can just ask me things, I need you to do something.
Yeah.
Right,
Yep.
right now, I need one of you just look me in the eye best as you can. Ask me what my goddamn password for taking this shit off is.
I don't care about my questions. Okay. I grip you by the shoulders. What is the passcode to take your fucking stupid mug mask off?
It's not stupid, first of all.
That's so good! That's so good! Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking have an aneurysm. Alright. Okay, cool. I'm gonna change it real quick, just for the funny. I'm gonna change the music. Just because this is like a weird flashback, I'm gonna play the funny music.
Oh my god.
It's not even that serious.
Lauren.
Blair, you grab Darian by the shoulders and you ask him that exact question. Darian, your eyes roll back into your head. The mind goes blank for a moment, and then slowly, a scene approaches. A grand, large room, decorated to the brim. All kinds of illusion magic everywhere, from stars, suns, rainbows, rain, all kinds of stuff. All littered. And then, slowly, forming from the ground, just hovering above the marble tiled floor, is a cloud of mist. You see Darian, the original Darian, who has his back turned in your view, holding this mask. And he goes, God, you asking me the craziest question. I fucking love it. I need to improv this though. He holds this mask in his hands, and he goes, I bestow upon thee the word that shall strip my face unto others. The password that I have chosen, and he puts it on, and there is an arcane glow that emanates from the mask and then soon envelops his entire form. And in fact, you can tell that his hair changes, his stature changes. It's almost as if this mask can change whatever property he wants about himself. And he goes, my password is Artemis. And then You're back. You're back in the theater.
What the fuck? Darian kind of like feels his face for a minute and looks like you guys like obviously it had like little like convulsion whatever little high as a kite, but then like you were expecting a lot faster of a yeah let's get this shit off. Instead Darian looks insanely like confused and perplexed.
Word.
Artemis? I suppose?
You hear like almost a popping sound, and your mask comes loose off your face. For the first time in forever, you feel a weight lifted off your eyes, the cloud of the mask coming off immediately. And Darian, a wild question. What changes about your body and physique all of a sudden?
My god.
Yeah! You're putting me on the spot! I'm putting you on the spot! What does Darian look like now?
Darian without, like, without a glamour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So, Darian, like, other than, like, the whole jester thing, does have, like, the ethereal fae look about him. Like, you can tell whenever he's dressed in anything other than his, little costumes. Like, however he was carrying himself before Cam was around was super fancy. And you can still tell it's there. But now, as the mask pops off, it's, like, an immediate, like... This guy looks so exhausted. Like, his hair is a bit frizzier. It's not entirely laying straight and silky like it was before. He's got such bad bags under his eyes. You aren't quite sure whether it's just because Cam's been stressed out the entire time you guys all been here, or this guy just probably didn't sleep that much. Always cramming for some sort of test, always practicing, always honing skills that he needed to make sure were just right and perfect to keep up. Like, his shoulders seem a bit less broad. He looks so much, like, much more tired. Like, for the first time, you guys can see his eyes clearly from under the mask. They're, like, kind of stormy and cloudy and just kind of swirl with the same mist that hangs around him. And they're like half open. This guy's dead on his feet. He's got a bad tan line. I'm gonna be so real.
Oh yeah, no, there is an obvious like mask
there's
tan
an
line.
obvious mask tan line. And it's not... I'm not gonna say it's full-on farmer's tan levels, because I don't think he tans that well, but it's noticeable and it looks stupid.
Nice. Any, like, I'm just curious, like, scars, blemishes, different, like, body type, or, like, details about him that maybe is not present on this glamour form?
I'm gonna say, like, his skin is probably a bit less smooth, like, overall. He just kind of looks like someone turned the noise filter up on him a bit compared to, like, whatever airbrushed, like, perfect self he had before.
Bro turned off the filter.
Yeah, no, y'all, like, it just turned his fucking Snapchat filter off. You can tell, like, he's not as perfectly, like, symmetrical and well-composed. His face has a few more blemishes, like, there's probably a bit of acne scarring there.
Pick
Overall, though, he just looks so much more tired. And he's just not as fun to look at.
Awesome. I mean, I'm glad that you got the mask off. Like
That's what
I'm
the
sure it was really
mask
annoying.
is.
That's what the mask. I say literally out loud.
The alchemist jumps at that.
Okay, the thing is, though, I don't think Darien is fully aware of how different he is right now. Like, there's the knowledge that, oh, well, yeah, obviously it made me look better. He still doesn't know what Darien actually looks like.
That's awesome.
Well, do you feel better?
My face feels weirdly cold.
Awesome.
Darien, you do have this weird compulsion to want to put the mask off. Even though you've wanted it, like, off this entire time, the moment it kind of comes off, you kind of want to put it back on again for some reason.
Yeah, this isn't... I just wanted to be able to sleep on my stomach again. This really isn't great. I don't like that. Is it the same way both ways? Like, Darren's like kind of like shoving the mask back to his eyes, and it's not like doing anything.
Wait,
It's just kind of like tapping there. It's like, do I say it like again to try put it back on?
hold on. So wait.
Artemis.
So you know what changes your appearance, right, Darien?
Well, it changes something. It just kind of feels a bit better to hold. Let me just get this back on.
Yeah, you put it back on. Luckily, without a password, you don't need a password to put it back on. It just kind of slips back on, and it feels comfortable there. You no longer feel like the urge to put it on, but it is there now.
One more question.
You guys can like instantly see like my hair combs itself. I like straighten up.
Yeah. But I will say one more question,
one more
because
question.
I feel bad for giving you all these freebies out of nowhere. I did not plan for this.
Okay, I'll poll the class then. I'll poll the class and see what is socially acceptable for me to ask right now. So I got 3 contenders. Obvious one. Blair just jumps straight to the conclusion. It's like, how do I go back home? I would like to go back to Earth, please. Or where the fuck is Summer? Where the fuck is Summer? Last one, self-indulgent. Who's the monster in the woods that's been following me around? So
All of them are good.
Which one do I do?
The second one might be very interesting for y'all.
I know, I'm literally tearing my hair out because conspiracy theorist Blair is going crazy right now. Like, she has a full conspiracy board, and Darren has the cheat codes. Darren has all the cheat codes right now, and she's like, I'm about to have a fucking mental breakdown, above game and in character.
Yeah. I mean, most of these are Blair questions, so what, I guess the question is, where do you want to go? If Summer is interesting, I
think Summer's
but these are
suspect.
all really good questions.
I think there's something going on with Summer because he's been MIA for months in game right now. Like, he's
at least a
disappeared.
month.
Yeah.
I would say at least a month, but like,
Where the hell is this man?
Right?
he's
So,
gone.
like, that's really suspicious. And I just, like, I'll go with that one because I know that's probably going to be the most beneficial to know. And of course, how to get back home is probably just going to be another. Yeah.
That one's very complicated. You would
Yeah,
not be
yeah,
able to get a
exactly.
clear answer out of that.
Exactly. It wouldn't be productive. So, I try like side eye. Like, I don't want to say this out loud because it makes me, it's kind of cringe. And she like leans in to whisper into Darian's ear. I'm sorry to do this last question. I promise, Darian.
Okay.
Where the hell is Summer?
Darian.
Oh boy. Do I need to do a wisdom save again?
Give me a better
Oh no!
one.
Oh no!
Give me a constitution save.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not good.
That's not good.
14, not good enough.
It's okay, I still have 58 hit points left.
All right.
I'm used to this.
You're used to it. No worries. So, you watch as Blair comes closer to you, Darian, and whispers the question in your ear. And it is almost as if all of the noise around you cuts out immediately. You are standing in black. You see nothing. You almost feel nothing. And then before you, a scene slowly begins to build up, brick by brick, stone by stone. You see yourself traveling through the forest deeper within the forest. You see horrible things, terrible things, things you need to forget immediately, and you do, because that is not the answer that Blair wants. You look around, and suddenly you see a grand tower. You don't know how you haven't noticed this before. A large tower that is covered in ivy and vegetation, and it smells disgusting. It is filled with rot that hits your nose, sours your stomach, and twists your insides. You go inside, and you see amidst the damaged furniture, you see tendons, tissue. You see something crawling, seeping into the cracks in the wall, almost as if it is flesh. And then you see him, a beacon within the darkness, a blonde, beautiful man. He seems different from how you've seen him. Sure, he's narcissistic and he's self-absorbed and all that, but this time you see him. And he's disheveled, he's angry, but he's arrogant still. You don't hear the words in him. For whatever reason, you're not sure why, but whatever you're supposed to hear, it's not coming through. He's shouting at someone, somebody in the distance. And then you see her, a familiar figure, the woman you saw in the forest. You don't remember her name. It doesn't come to you. Everything's buzzing. Everything comes in so fast. And then there's silence again. And then you hear her voice as she goes, "Oh, it looks like we have a guest." And suddenly you see both Summer and the woman snap. You see them look at you, almost as if you've been standing there the entire time, and then you come back. Summer is in the forest, in a tower, with the woman that you met in the forest.
Did Darren just take damage though?
Oh yeah, roll me 1d12. Woo! You take 12
Whoa.
points of psychic damage.
Whoa.
Darian, goes into, the worst, lockup yet.
Yeah, I would
Seizure.
say, yeah, your, knees kind of buckle below you. Kujipachi's weight had never been an issue for you before, but suddenly he's very heavy and he brings you to your knees. And even Kujipachi's surprised by that.
I try to, lean back against the wall to kind of, slow me down at least, but I am down to the floor.
Can I be cute for a second?
Yeah.
I leaned in really close to Darian. Could you imagine we, I don't know, fall together, or I grab you or grapple you or something?
Yeah,
Get
you
on the
guys.
floor with me, Beth.
You guys got you two fall to the floor together. And do me this one. Here's what I'm adding to this cute little funny meet cute here. You fall to the floor. Darian, you lose your balance and you fall on your bum and you're laying on your back on the floor. And then Blair, you accidentally hands between the sides of his head fall on top of him. And then here's the archivist rushing. Whoa, as he's immediately pulling you off, Darian.
Could you imagine if he's having a seizure moment and he locks up, he's just convulsing against me while I'm I can't get out of his grasp or some shit.
Exactly. So he's pulling you back, and yeah.
The archivist is out here. Man having a seizure. Better get my potential girlfriend away from that.
Yeah, fuck this guy having a seizure and there's foam coming out of his mouth right now. I got bigger fish to fry.
There's more important things.
I'll try to help you, Darian. I care about you because I'm a good friend.
Yeah.
Thank
you guys you pull Darian off. I will say I'm gonna meta this a little bit. Veggie, do you want Dahlia to ask one question? Because everyone seemed to have a question. Do you want to ask a question?
Hold on. Are we gonna do the recap after all the questions are answered, like what Darian saw?
Oh, let's do the recap
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, but I'm gonna say one more. None of your questions apply, but I will allow Veggie one because, I don't know, stupid DM magic.
Right. So I'm thinking with my brain, character motivations, but also veggie motivations. I want to know things.
Yeah.
Idalia wants to stay the fuck out of it and build her own life, but I think there's one thing she wants to know about who is safe and who is not safe around her.
Alright.
So she will ask a question.
What question?
Do you want me to do recap?
Which one
before
of
you-
them set that fire?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get back to
Oh.
that. Let's recap first and then we'll do Veggie's thing.
Oh my god.
Because I feel like that's also gonna be a whole thing on its own.
I don't
Yeah.
even like care about like who's listening at the moment. I'm like, Darian, are you good? I'm so sorry. I didn't know that that could hurt you.
Helps
What did you
Darian
see?
up off the floor and then gives him another seizure.
Oh Jesus.
Darian, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but what did you see? I hope you're okay. I just have to know.
They straight Rapunzel that motherfucker.
Alright, I want to do one more thing. I forgot
it.
to mention this. On the floor, there was something splattered around. A glowing golden serum that you may not know personally, but it was very much of note.
No, can I perceive that? Can I perceive that
Your
fresh?
crack on the floor.
It depends what Darian gives you, Smiles.
Ah! Darian, please! I'm paying on the bars closure.
On the floor of the tower?
No, just can you explain to Blair, like as much as you remember what you saw?
It was. Summer was there, and he looked rough. He looked rough, and
That's great, deserved. Where was he?
he was in a tower or something. That lady was there.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. We only know like a few ladies. Are you talking about
The one that we met in the. Darren kind of gives like the archivist a side look, and then like, I'll be real, Darian isn't thinking entirely straight, so this isn't gonna work. But like, puts like a hand to one side of his mouth, even though he's whispering loud enough, the archivist is still gonna fucking hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that we met in the woods.
Oh my god. Okay, so wait, tower in the woods. Weird lady.
The weird lady has him, and then
Has him like consensually, or like is he there?
I don't think so. He looks bitchy.
Here's the thing. I will say you can't tell either way.
Fair enough.
Okay. So we don't know if he's there consensually or not.
He looks bitchy, but he's always bitching about something. I don't know.
Right.
Like-
Okay, so he looks rough. He's in a
But
tower.
They saw I was there.
What?
Before I got pulled out, I don't know. She looked at me, and then suddenly he could see me, and that's when it started hurting.
Do we know how? Do we know how they could have done that?
I don't know how I'm doing this.
Right. You don't happen to see anything else so that maybe, I don't know, we can try and figure this out?
I'm like trying to see if there's anything else like identifying
The green goo. The yellow gold goo.
gold goo on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it was just it was a tower. It looked like a tower. It was dark and it was weird and it was cold and there was just something on the floor. It's like the weird gold stuff.
Like, what consistency are we talking? Like syrup or like liquid or like what kind of?
I wasn't looking at the floor too much. I was distracted.
Was it glowing? Like, was it obviously?
Probably everything else was dark, but I could still see it.
Mm.
Probably.
It was glowing,
Oh.
yes.
Okay. Great. Got it. So that's fucked. I don't know if we're gonna do anything about that. I like sided the Archivist to see if he's trying to incite the shit out of us right now.
He's thinking hard about something, but he's not saying anything at the moment.
He's learning some real messed up shit about me and my friends right now.
He's learning shit, but he's at least politely being silent.
Okay.
It seems like all of y'all are having a day.
Okay, well, we got multiple mysteries to solve now. I'm gonna like go quiet and think about this. Adalia, why don't you take the floor?
Yeah, Blair, you kind of step to the side, and it feels like, Darian, that like whatever was happening, it feels like you're out of juice. And you feel like, okay, well, Blair asked me several questions and I didn't know the answer right away. But you feel like in the back of your mind, it's still like something. There's something in there still.
Okay, I think Adalia's gonna be considerate. She's gonna sit you down so that if you have another moment, you don't fall on the floor. She is also gonna whisper, though. Which one of them set the fire?
All right.
Who set the fire?
Who said it?
At first, Darian, you don't entirely know what she's talking about. For whatever reason, when Adalia asks who set the fire, you're like, what fire? And then suddenly, once again, oh god, everything goes black once more. And you feel, once again, a twist in your stomach, but for whatever reason, it's not as bad as last time, luckily. However, you see a scene far away from the school, far away from the campus, far away from the student dorms, and the classes, and the school grounds, all of it so far away. Before you see, weirdly enough, you see a village. You see people running around, screams, people passing buckets here and there, trying to put out a flame that grows and grows and envelops an entire village of straw and dried mud and dirt and dried brick. But it's not enough. A small flame begins to flicker and grow and grow, and immediately you see this chaos of people. Common people whose lives are being burned away within moments. And then you go further, and you go further, and you go further in, and suddenly you're in the opening of a forest, not too far from the village itself. You see a tiefling boy, a familiar one, red skin, dark hair, a little bit more mangy and dirty and scrawnier than when you've seen him now. You see him rush back and forth, unsure of what to do. He may or may not have set those fires. You know for a fact, in fact, he did set the fires, but you also know he was not alone. You see that whatever it was, he's scared. He didn't mean to do it. This was an accident. He was just trying his best. And then he looks, and you see 2 figures. No, 3. 2 of them lay on the floor. In one, you see an older man, an elf, a fae, weirdly familiar to you, almost as if he has features you've maybe have seen before, but it's on the tip of your tongue and you can't really tell. He's an older man, a father, maybe, or what you assume, because as you look over, you see a small girl with drills, pointy ears, and a dress that has been torn. And she looks so familiar, but not quite. You know this hairstyle, you know the hair color, you know the skin tone, but you look at her face, and even though she's a child, it's not right. And then, almost as if you are in sync with him, You look up, and the tiefling boy looks up, and you see a blank face. She reels back. A dress, just like the one you saw, but not tattered or worn. It's pristine. You see the drills put together, nice and pristine, not messed up and frizzy, just like the girl before. And you see a face that is blank, but it is slowly morphing into the face that you see before, the wretched, disgusted, scared face of the girl that you now know is a corpse. And this blank face assumes morphs and goes, "Well, the fire's a good distraction. You'll help me, won't you? You helped me before. And everything feels so wrong to you. Whatever this was, the fire was set by them, but it was an accident. But now, it's a cover-up." And you come back to the theater.
Darian kind of like starts and like comes to again. And his head just kind of slowly lolls towards Adalia. I don't know. I guess it was them. It was an accident.
I don't care why they did it. Who did it?
There were these kids.
Yes, I know what happened when they were children. Who did it?
They did. I think.
The belly's with the crush on.
Yeah, you can see her, like, breathing a little bit faster right now. Darian, I need names or descriptions.
I don't know what I was seeing. There was what was it, like a tiefling kid? And
Yeah, he's
You said
very familiar though.
You said red tiefling?
Red tiefling.
Yep.
there was the red tiefling, and there was this girl, and she was
Had drills.
something wrong with her. There was something going on. Her face was... I think that's kind of when things click for Darian. And he just kind of looks at Adalia again. I think it was the two of them.
Oh, I didn't know there was a girl involved.
But did the girl
So I
look
guess
like
that's
Darian?
helpful. I don't really know. She's not gonna stop you.
It was
Darian.
a girl with pink hair.
Okay.
Okay.
Which girl, Darian?
What kind of face did she have, Darian?
It changed.
Was it the dead one, or was? Oh,
Could the face have been blank at all?
In the middle there.
I like literally side-eye the fuck out of Italia. Okay. Red tiefling. Pink-haired girl with no
she is
face.
barely holding it together.
Which I don't know what all I did see. It was a lot was happening, and they were
I know
talking
what
about-
all you saw.
Hey,
I know what all you saw because I saw it too.
Adalia, what are you talking about right now? What fires are you referring to?
But if that was back when you were a kid, you weren't even here then.
No, it's not. It's not when I was a kid. I don't think I was a kid. It wasn't. It's when she was a kid.
I literally clap your fucking mouth. I literally clap your fucking mouth when you say that.
You know, I was about to say, like, maybe our friend needs to leave, but also she's having a moment. I think even as she's normally pretty secretive, she's like mixed between like I'm busy right now and also I think the archivist already knows more than I'm letting on. What the fuck is the point?
We could also say, just to pull back, like when you were walking off for a moment, you could have like had him step out as well, so you guys can freely talk.
I'm totally fine with incriminating myself. If anybody else is okay with that too, that's fine. But like, I'm cool with this bit.
If you guys want to let him know, like, that's fine. Like, we could genuinely, like, it is all up to y'all what you want to do with the archivist.
I want him to be like suspicious of us. I like the idea that there's a lot going on that he is like he might have to solve on his own. So I'm fine with looking intentionally suspect right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I will add, if this helps us make a decision, I said that with the knowledge that the archivist was standing there, and this is a hit that I think is more interesting than anything else. So,
Yeah, yeah, you referring to yourself in the third person.
I would be willing to accept letting that slip.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then me clapping your fucking mouth is even more suspicious. So
yeah,
I'm like,
he already like. So I think the archivist is gonna be like, I'll be honest, I'm already putting things together. I'm not entirely sure what everything's happening here, but you're clearly being suspect, and I think we could talk about that later. I think you, and he gestures to Adalia, who looks like she, for the first time, I think Adalia, because you've kind of controlled your emotions pretty well for the most part. This is the first time I think you're actually losing it, right? Feel free to like kind of correct me if I'm wrong.
Crash out!
Yeah, no, she's crashing the fuck out right now.
Yeah, this is the first time you've had like a crash out. Like you've had like bad experiences with the net and with everything that's happened, but this is the first time you've like
and this whole time.
Meltdown time.
This whole time, she's been like, yeah, I'm dead. What about it? She's taken everything in stride, but this.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I don't know why you'd think that way, but like, Adalia's brain is so beautiful. What the fuck is wrong with her?
She's a normal girl, guys. She's so cool.
So cool and normal.
Okay.
Heart hands. I love you guys.
Let's pump the brakes. Really, like, I cringe at myself for saying that, because I'm like, nobody fucking knows what a break is. Okay, never mind. Let's stop. Let's talk about this later. We now have to figure out who this green goblin guy is, who apparently might have stole Lazar's device.
Right. Right, we also know that Gums maybe knows more than she lets on. I can try to do something with that.
Yeah.
Skipper's gotta know something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Adalia, I think you should tackle Gums. Skipper, okay, above game, Skipper's the rat, right?
Yes, yeah. She is in the bathroom.
I am fine with doing Skipper, unless...
I can't go in there.
Oh, that's true. What would you like to do, Darian?
I just had my, like, little, hallucination moment, so if you guys want to take, talking to Gums and Skipper, I will take the second and just say, hey, Darian just lost, 23 HP between, summoning Kuchipati and this.
Okay, in
Like,
that case,
I'm fine HP wise, but I am also thinking, hey, the repeated like seizure like symptoms might need to sit down for a bit.
okay,
Um,
my
you
brain
know
is
how
cooking.
actors are; they're so high maintenance. They're just, you know, I think
Okay.
the stress is getting to him.
I know what I'm doing. Okay, got it. All right. So, Adalia's gonna go talk to the gums. I'm gonna
Yes.
go talk to Skipper.
Okay.
Darian, I'm gonna let the archivist babysit you because he can heal. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
can't go into the girls' bathroom with you, so he'd just be sitting around anyway.
yeah, exactly. You guys can have some boy chat.
We get boy time.
I also have. So if Adalia knows that there's something wrong with the professor, I have invisibility, so we could also loop back to that, and I can snoop around his office. So I could be like, I could like list off the plan, and I put my arm in, and I'm like, okay, go team. Like,
Go team.
Team.
Are you putting your hands in the circle?
Yeah, I'm putting my hand in. Go team.
All of you are
team.
putting like a shaky, traumatized hand in the circle.
Dude, he says his palm is
Kuchipachi
sweaty.
is trying to reach the circle.
His little paw?
Yeah, you can see Kuchipachi disguised as a cat trying to reach his fat fucking paw up.
Does it get on like his on both feet? Like he stands up as a cat?
Yeah.
You know how cats will like stand up and lean against something? He's leaning against Darian.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, super. That's exactly it.
What does the archivist do? Does he put his hand in and say go team?
He will not say go team, but he realizes what's going
Can we
on in
stare him down until he says go team?
Yeah, I would like to stare at him.
You all
Let's
say
peer
go
pressure him.
team, and his hand's still in there, and he's
It's all,
really
like-
quiet, and he's like just looking at you, and you guys see Kuchipachi also staring, like in his cat form, staring, bulging
Like, I'm
eyes.
sitting here like, go team.
Literally
and
this
Kuchipachi
gif.
is going, or
Yeah.
whatever. But we're all just staring at him until he says something.
Yeah,
No.
he puts two and two together, and the archivist goes, go team. And he awkwardly retracts his hand.
We'll workshop it.
We'll work on it.
Okay, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Yeah, the archivist is like, what? Why don't we sit you down? And he's like bringing you to the side there, Darian.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
And
Shaggy
you
and
guys,
Fred are gonna go chill.
yeah, you guys can go where you would like.
Okay. How are we feeling like stamina wise for this game?
I'm good.
I'm golden. It's 7 p.m. for me, so I'm alive.
Okay. Just want to make sure like
I
how
know.
everyone's feeling.
I know, like 30 minutes. Let's see how we feel. How are you feeling, Edge?
I'm tired, but I'm always tired. We can go another half hour.
Real.
Let's see how we are in
Real.
30 minutes because that will hit like our usual like 3 hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
like if you guys were taking the reins and I can just kind of like sit back a bit more, I am kind of on that like downward relaxing trend for bed anyway.
Yeah.
Darren goes nonverbal.
I have a good like idea of a stopping point anyway, so we can keep going until then.
Okay.
All right, rock and roll.
All right. So, Idalia or Blair, which one of y'all would like to go first?
I've been taking the reins too much. I think Adalia should go.
All right, Idalia, would you
Go.
like to go
I'll go
talk
ahead.
to who you would like to talk to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Gums.
Yay! Gums you find in the ladies' dressing room. She is having a very casual conversation with Diana. I want you to do a quick perception check as you come around, because you have like the student ID, so you can already kind of like poke your head in through and see if you can listen in on their conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
13.
Oh, that's a 13.
That's all right. You kind of don't hear much, but you do hear like Diana kind of like consoling Gums as she goes, and he's just all over where sometimes when he's a kid it was fine, but now I'm watching after him and it's not like he's an adult at all. He's like, and you hear Diana go, like he's still a child. Well, maybe it's because you're babying him, and when you let him do that, he just... And then you hear, everybody hears the door, and the door creaks open as you try to push at it, Adalia, and you pop in, and immediately these two fall silent, and Diana goes, "Oh, Lady Valio, how are you? What's going on?"
Oh, sorry if I interrupted you, ladies.
No. It's fine. Come in. She's like gesturing for you to come in.
I closed the door behind me. I just needed a bit of a break from,
Lazar's rampage, everything happening. He's accusing everybody of stealing, and then he's sulking, and then he's accusing everybody again. It's insane. Honestly, sometimes I don't know why people work with him. I'm just happy to do costumes and nothing else.
Yes, well, I'm very lucky. I haven't gotten accused yet, but I suppose I'll wait for it. Why do you suppose that little gadget is so important to him anyways? And by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and cast my my little spell detect thoughts here.
Are you doing it so it's MP cost, correct?
Yep, MP cost instead of features now.
Okay, perfect.
I have 22 magic points left. I don't know if that's from the forest or from recently.
Probably from recently.
Okay. Then I'll leave that as is, because I wouldn't have gotten, like,
I'm trying to think, actually.
Long rest.
Actually, I don't think you used any of your magic beforehand, did you?
The only thing I can remember after the forest is rehearsal, which did not include magic.
I will say, depending, because we're gonna pick up and it might have, like, spoilers, there might be the case of combat later on. Just in case, just refill it back up and then use whatever you need for Detect Thoughts.
Okay, so Detect Thoughts is 10 MP, so I'll put it at 35 MP.
That's perfect.
We're gonna read Gums' mind, and we're only gonna go surface level.
Alrighty. So you were asking a question. What was the question first? And then that might, change her surface thoughts.
Yeah, the question was kind of like a light. What do you suppose is so important about that gadget anyways?
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so Diana is like, "Oh, I don't know. He's always so obsessed with things and yada yada yada." And she just like starts rambling as Diana usually does with you. And Gums, who's usually very silent, you hear her voice loud and clear in her mind as she goes, "Oh, well, I don't know what it is about the device. I don't even know what it does. But Gums wanted to steal it so damn bad, and then he fucked that up when I was trying to tell him not to." That was her surface thoughts.
Oh, interesting. Remind me of what Diana said, because I'm gonna try to steer the conversation with Diana in a direction that will maybe help me.
Yeah, absolutely. She goes, "Oh, he's always so obsessed with all of his gizmos and gadgets. He gets so sensitive over them. Honestly, so many of them don't fail, or they're always so ambitious. I don't even know what it does, but I'm pretty sure it's just another one of his harebrained schemes to make something explode."
Well, I guess maybe that would be exciting. I can't imagine what else he'd do.
What else he'd do? Oh goodness, what hasn't he done at this point? Honestly, his obsession with this device is his magnum opus, but he says it's for the play specifically. Everything about this play is his magnum opus, but this device specifically, it's so odd, so weird, and he said nothing about it. But so many people have taken such a weird interest in it. No offense, and she gestures to Gums, Gums goes, "None taken."
Any Gums updates? I assume not, but...
Thoughts? Her thoughts... So what was the question again? I'm so sorry, I was rambling as Diana and I lost
You're
focus.
all good. You're all good. My question was like, what else is he gonna do other than explode with it? Like, what's exciting about it anyways?
What's exciting about it?
Yeah, that's the general vibe I was steering us in.
Yeah. Her thoughts is, I don't even know what it does, but... Teeth wanted it so bad, but he's sometimes a dimwit about things. I love him dearly, but He probably doesn't even know what it does. And he's trying to take it to impress a girl? It's kind of odd. Maybe it makes him seem more charismatic, more smarter than he is. Who knows?
I'm gonna ask, since my good friend Diana mentioned that people have a weird obsession with it, I'm gonna go, well, let's hear more about it. Who else has their eye on this thing? Because, you know, it could be a girl.
It could be
there.
a girl. Yeah. Well, now that I think about it, everybody, Minnie, Benny, and Skipper have been wanting to get their hands on it to know what it is so they can start spreading around rumors. Minnie Benny specifically wanted it because she thinks it'll elevate her status. She doesn't even know what it's going to do. I know, well, gosh, who else might be into it? I know that Rain did some stuff for the invention. It's not all Lazar's work. I feel like Rain sometimes feels like she's been discredited in some sense. I know that Sharon's also interested in it, but that's also because, well, that could be because she used to play Heather Chandler before she gave up the role. And from what I'm aware, the invention is supposed to be specifically for Heather Chandler. At least that's the rumors I've been hearing. I don't even know what it is for, but apparently it's for her specifically.
Wait, so that's right. Sharon dropped out. Why is she here? I heard she was maybe here as a consultant for the role, but I don't
Sharon
remember.
was the original role for Heather Chandler, but no one really knows, but she dropped out. She seemed actually alright with it, but she said she had a few standards that Lazar didn't meet. And honestly, she kind of like gives a hard shrug and looks at Gums as she goes, honestly, who doesn't agree with her? I think she might have just got overwhelmed because Lazar can be so strict with what he wants. And so she gave up the role and didn't want to take it again. So I believe Ella took it, and then Ella left. She was supposed to be the understudy, but then she still didn't want to take up understudy, and she gestures to you. That's when you come in.
Right.
I just know that
did
Sharon
Spell No, go ahead.
I just know that
I hold you,
Sharon
go ahead.
immediately, she was very gifted at the role, she's very gifted at acting, but I believe her and Lazar may have had an argument and then she just dropped from the role. She's happy to help with tech, with Rain and whatnot. She's also skilled in magic, but she just doesn't feel like taking up the role as Heather Chandler anymore.
Alright. What are the Gums updates?
What are you looking for specifically?
Right, so I remember asking Diana to go down kind of the list of who was interested to see who caught Gum's attention. Since Teeth mentioned a girl, like, okay,
Yeah.
let's get some names. Who catches?
Yeah. Immediately, like, Gums rolls her eyes and goes, gosh, yes, Teeth will do anything to catch Sharon's attention, even if it's not something she even wants to begin with. She expressed interest in the invention once, and suddenly he made it his mission to be her knight in shining armor and get it for her. It's a little lame. I feel bad for the girl, but what can you do? When Teeth has his mind set on something, she's gonna go for it.
And does she have any thoughts on Sharon's argument with Lazar?
She actually does not know anything about it.
Okay, interesting. And I kind of sigh and I go, well, I suppose I'm glad I got the role. This has been fun.
Yes, and I know you're gonna do just amazing at it. I know Lazar's really hard on you, but he's hard on everybody. And I'm sure that he's not just going to let up because of one or two, few, 3, 4 people go missing. But he's sold on this whole play thing, so, you know, haha. And she just kind of, like, laughs it off a little nervously, and then Gums just goes, yeah, haha. She gives a thumbs up.
Yes, well, I will do my best.
And that's all we need. And she's so excited to talk to you.
Oh, I think I'll keep talking to her, but this spell only lasts a minute, and I got most of the answers I was interested. Like, I got a lead, so I guess I'll just kind of keep chatting with them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then I would just say, I guess, we move on to Blair.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's fine with me.
Blair, it is your turn, baby girl.
Yay.
Skipper is in fact in the bathroom.
How long has she been there?
She's been in there for a while now, honestly. You don't know how long, but she has not come out at all.
Is it like a stall thing, or is it like a one-person use?
It's a stall thing, so you can walk in.
Okay, I walk in and I look around. It's like, hey, Skipper, are you here? You've been in like the bathroom for a real long time.
You hear a shuffling and a voice coming out actually at like the far end of the stalls as she goes, you're Lady Phoebe. Hi. Yes, just fine. Just not feeling good with what I ate earlier. Don't mind me.
Can I insight her?
Oh yeah, super. Easy
Okay.
insight. Ooh,
Damn.
8 though. I think it's obvious enough that she's being suspicious. You don't know on what though. She's lying about the whole like her tummy hurts though.
I like kind of like groan a little bit where I'm like, okay, look, I get it. I also have had bowel troubles before. I can take you to the doctor if you want. Even though he's really mean.
I really don't like the doctor. He's mean, and I heard that he experiments on people.
That's crazy. That's so, you kind of have a point. I'm not sure if you're being truthful with me. How about this? If you show me what you're doing, I'll give you some pretty good tea. Any gossip that you've probably never heard of.
You hear a long, pregnant pause, and she goes, you hear her shuffling a little bit. You promise?
Yeah, I promise. I got loads of stuff.
She peeks out of the stall, and obviously she does not look sick at all, but she does look like worried and a little guilty over something, and she goes, oh, what do you want?
Look, I kind of like shuffle over to the stall and like to open the fucking door.
Yeah, you're fine. She's fine. She's fully clothed. There's nothing going on. It looks like she was just hiding in the stall.
Nothing there though.
No, weirdly enough, there's nothing there, but she seems very nervous, like her little rat tail's tucked in between her legs. She looks not in fight or flight mode, but like, I guess a little bit flight mode.
Okay, and like, just so I can confirm, she usually is not a anxious person. She is pretty peppy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like
She's pretty
squint at
in
her, I'm like,
people's business.
yeah, I was about to say like, so, not to be like, in your business or anything like that. I happen to notice that you had quite an interesting footpath in one of the hidden rafter secret pathways. That's really interesting considering that there's a missing device right now.
Yeah, that's odd. That's so odd. That's so weird. Who would think that would happen? Oh my gosh.
And like, I don't like being a narc. I'm not a narc. I know I might look like one. I'm not. So I'm willing to barter with you. Just know that like, you don't have to worry about this. What is going on? Like, what are you up to? Because this is really confusing right now. So I'm safe to say though that it seems like you're involved, and I kind of want to figure it out for my own sake.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, yes, no, but I was a little bit involved, and I didn't mean to be involved, but then I was promised something really nice, and I couldn't deny it, and then something really creepy happened, and I got scared, and I ran away, and I thought people wouldn't notice, and I just been here, and I don't know what else to do, and it's a lot, okay? It's a lot, and I promise I didn't mean to take anything. I won't lie, I was going to, but I didn't actually mean to, and I didn't want to steal anything, and it felt really bad.
I kind of like, I don't want to be the person that like crouches down for the short person right now, but I really feel like I want to.
You have to, yeah.
I kind of like, I like crouch down, like my arms resting on my knees, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna parse with you some information. Don't care if you tell people or not. I know that you like to talk, but I'm a bit of a creep handler. That's sort of my side hobby, is dealing with that. How about you tell me what exactly you were trying to take and what kind of creepy thing you saw, and I'll see if I can help you out by trying to deal with it.
Okay. Well, so, I was going to steal the invention. I admit it. I was going to steal it, but, something really bad happened. So, I was let into the boys' bathroom because there's, you can get in through the rafts and, sneak your way up into the prop room, and I was going to get into the prop room and grab it, and I got the box for a moment. I had the box with the invention in it, and then something came after me.
Oh, in the rafters?
It was really scary, and I didn't know what to do, and I'm always making up stuff and coming up with rumors, and I really like rumors. I love drama and tea, but no one's gonna believe me if I say that.
I put a hand on her shoulders, like, was it, like, big, sweaty, and green?
It was big and sweaty, but it wasn't green.
What color was it?
Fleshy. And
Fleshy?
yeah, and it had a thing, like a wing. I got really scared, and I think I scratched the wing off, and it made a horrible noise. It freaked me out, and it attacked me, and it grabbed some of my fur, and she like pulls down a little bit of the collar of her shirt, and you can see like, yeah, it grabbed a good bit of her fur, like to the point where like, you know, there were like,
though? Is she injured?
a little bit. She
Okay.
has a few scratches, but it has been covered up by her uniform. But she looks more dusty than anything. And she goes, no, it was fleshy, and maybe it was around like the size of a larger cat, maybe a small dog. But it came running to me at 2 feet, and it scratched me and attacked me, and it tried to pull out my fur, and it grabbed the invention and ran. And by the time it went down into the bathrooms where I was supposed to go, and when I looked out, it was gone. It just disappeared in the boys' bathroom, and I don't know.
Oh, wait, so it came down... So it came down and went into the boys' bathroom with the invention.
And, well, you're not so... Okay, promise you won't tell anybody, because I think it'd get me really in trouble. But Teeth was supposed to grab the invention.
Oh.
I was supposed to get it for him. But the creature did it, and I don't know if Teeth saw it. He won't talk to me. I think he's really mad that I didn't get the invention, but I don't know if he saw it. And by the time I came down, the bathroom was a mess, which it always is because it's not working. But the bathroom was a mess, and I didn't know what to do, so I just came back up and joined the dinner table again.
Oh, okay. So that's and this just happened? When did this go down?
No, just before lunch. or dinner, sorry. It happened just before dinner. A little bit before, I guess Lazar was supposed to grab the invention. I didn't know he was gonna grab it. Well, I knew he was gonna grab it, but I didn't know it'd be now.
Oh, okay. Well, not upset at you. Lazar is a bitch, so kind of
He's
deserved.
really mean.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell on you because you were trying to get back at him and help a friend. That's like I don't have any beef with you.
Okay.
You're okay.
Hey, you're really nice.
No, I appreciate that. Like, thank you for telling me all this. Just so I can try and help get rid of the creepy, scary thing in the rafters and the walls. Do you know where it could have went in the building?
Okay. This is one thing, but I promise not to tell anybody. But you have to promise not to tell anybody else. Or not show anyone else, because it was supposed to be a secret between me and Gromga.
Yeah, I promise not to tell anyone.
There's a reason why the boys' bathroom isn't working. Gromga found a way into the sewer through it.
Okay, the sewer. So it's not a rumor. You can actually do that.
Oh, people knew that already. Well, Gromga cut a few of the plumbing so we could squeeze into one of the commodes. One of the toilets don't work and you can go into them.
Wait, you can climb through the toilet to get there?
Yeah. You can move some of the flooring, but nobody really knows. They just think it's a drained toilet that doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
I don't think do people know that too?
No.
Okay.
Just about there might be a sewer entrance, but like there's no proof of that. Okay, so Gromga.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him. I just know that he was a guy that like maybe you were friends with. Can you tell me something about him? Like, what's he like? What does he look like? What's his deal?
Well, he was a green goblin around my size. He was really mischievous, and he was playing the Jester Dean role before Darian came in as an understudy, and he was really good at it too. But he left the school, and for whatever reason, he left everything behind, which is really odd, but I guess I heard that wasn't uncommon, that people leave the school and leave a bunch of stuff behind. He used to steal a lot of things, and sometimes I think he's still here because there are still things missing here and there. But he used to go around, and I would be in the walls with him, and we'd sometimes just do harmless pranks and stuff. But it wasn't anything crazy, I promise. But Gromga just knew his way around the theater. He said that someone showed him. I don't really know who though, but he said he had a friend, a red friend, but I don't know. I thought he meant teeth, but I don't think it's teeth.
So the red friend showed him where the sewers were.
Yeah, I think he was also the one to show him where all the stuff is in all of the other hidden passages that a lot more people know, and showed him that he could fit through the rafters.
Oh, okay. This is just an odd question.
Yeah?
Has your friend Gromga, like, ever visited the forest before?
She gets really silent. I don't know.
Insight!
Yeah, give me an insight, bud. Normal insight. I'm not gonna give you disadvantage over that.
Okay,
It's
come
really
on.
obvious.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Whoa,
Yes!
24! She's lying through her teeth!
Right. I kind of squeeze her shoulder, and I'm doing my best not to like hurt her fragile frame right now. I make sure that it's not that bad, but like it is pressure.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Look, you're not in trouble. I'm not trying to cause any problems here, but if Gromka's ever been in the forest, I think you should tell me, not for like any other well-being other than Gromka's. This is important for his safety, nobody else's. So if you can let me know if he has ever done that, or if he's ever talked about doing it, this is really important, and I would like to help.
Okay. Well, through the same, system, well, I heard, that he once went into the forest. And when he came out of the forest, that's when he knew all of the little secret passages and places to go. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that the sewer entrance through one of the last commode in the back, it leads outside to the forest, in the middle of it even.
The middle of it? He's been there?
I think. I've never been there myself because it's a sewer and, like, well, I mean, sure, I'm a common student, but I don't know. I don't want to go down there. He was fine by it. He tried to bring me down there once, and I didn't want to go. I think he's brought a few other people down there before, though.
You don't know the people, though, who he brought down?
The only one I can think of is Flora, but she moved away.
Like, I can see it, like, my jaw is clenched. Like, I am like, okay. So I'm like nodding very sternly at her, and I'm like, no, that clears something up.
Okay.
I think, I think we can figure this out. I think Lazar's device is probably not my main priority right now. I would like to make sure that that monster, though, that you could have saw, it's not going to hurt anybody else. So I would like to check out the sewers. I'm not asking you to come with me. I'm okay with doing this without your help. But
I don't mind showing you where the entrance is then. But I won't go down. I it's just really creepy down there.
No, it's okay. Like, that's fine. Just like, if you can just show me where the tiles are to remove it, okay. I'm okay with checking it out.
All right then. And she gets out of the stall as she goes, well, I guess I could show you. It'll be quick. Do you want to grab the others before she shows? She doesn't mind.
She doesn't mind? I thought she said, I promise not to tell anybody else.
Yeah, you're right. I was like, well.
I don't, like, I said to her, I'm not a narc. I'm not a narc. I promise.
I will say, for brevity's sake, she will show you, but you can show the others.
Yes, yeah.
But basically, I'm gonna put a little square in it. Basically, she is showing that the last stall in the back, you can move the commode, like, entirely, and remove some of the floorboards, and there should be a hole that allows the entrance that you will need to climb down into, to get into the sewer.
Okay, so I got it. And I like thank Skipper, and I'm like, okay, that's all I need to know. I have to grab some of my supplies. I think I have some stuff that could help. But I'm not trying to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, because you are your own independent person. You're an adult. I trust you. I think what should just go down is we just tell people to get out of here. If there's a monster, there's some kind of creature that hurts you, that you should probably get out of here. The archivist knows how to heal people, so like he can help you feel better. So I would say talk to him, but also maybe warn the others about there could be something like a leak that maybe needs fixing, or like maybe it's just time to wrap things up and go because there's a lot of tension right now. But
Alright.
I think that it might be a little too dangerous if there is a creature going around biting people and tearing like chunks of hair off of them. So.
Okay, curfew's happening soon anyways. I guess we should kind of get going anyways. And she's like ready to she just wants to go home. She wants to go to her dorm.
I nod. I'm like, yep, that's totally fine. Like, just don't let anyone know that I'm gonna go in the sewer and try to fight a big winged thing. And
She
try it.
nods. I promise I won't say anything.
Okay, thank you.
Alright.
And then like I let her leave. And like, is she gonna go to the archivist for healing, or is she just gonna get the fuck out?
She's just gonna get the fuck out. I don't think she knows the archivist well enough to ask for healing, so she's not gonna ask.
Okay, Sly. I'm gonna wait till she kind of like leaves before I like very inconspicuously come back to the others, but I'll pause for now because I know that you wanted to, like, Darian hasn't had his turn yet.
I will say, what we can do, I'm gonna say here's what's gonna happen, since I want to kind of wrap this up a little bit. All three of you, I would say, would you like the archivist to come with you?
How funny would that be above table, though?
I don't know. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know if he can fit through that hole.
Okay.
He's a big dude. Like, he's
Are you
bigger
saying
than
that
y'all.
are you saying that for like story reasons? It's too soon to involve him, or do you like mechanically think that's not a good idea?
As much as I think it would be genuinely funny, I genuinely think he can't fit through that hole. I'm so sorry, bestie.
No, that's fine. I just meant, so, like, do you think this is, like, not good pacing to have him involved at this level, like, get him into combat with us?
Probably mostly because I just don't have him combat-wise.
Okay.
Yeah. But generally, I would say, he sees y'all go into it, and I'm pretty sure he'd be willing to, like, you know, send you off, but he might not be able to, you know, be with you all.
That's fine. I'm not gonna tell him what I know. Like,
yeah, that's fine. But all three of you, including Kuchipachi, end up crawling into the sewer system, which Darian, you don't know how they got Blair got this information, but Blair, you're telling these three, the other two, to crawl into a hole into the sewer. Darian, Adalia, I promise we'll end soon. How do y'all feel on that real quick, though?
Crawling through the sewer?
Does it have to be tonight? Like right now?
It is kind of gross, Phoebe, you have to admit.
This is, like, a little time sensitive, guys. I don't
Right.
My head still hurts.
Fine, I'll go into the sewer.
Okay.
God,
Just like,
I bet it's grosser in these times than it was.
I didn't
As
even
we're,
think about that.
as we're crawling, I'm filling them in on, like, what I actually heard, where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like, here's the rundown. I don't know how y'all would react to all of that information, though.
I would say you guys genuinely do a general recap with everything that Adalia was learning through Gums, and how Teeth planned to steal the invention, and how Skipper was going to steal the invention for Teeth, but something intercepted and stole it before her.
Yeah.
But generally, after that, do you guys all decide to go down into the sewer?
Yeah, I think it's go time.
Absolutely.
Then we'd have to wait until next curfew if we didn't.
Exactly. Well, you all slide down into this hole, and it gets darker and darker and darker, and it smells disgusting. You guys climb into this hole before it reaches an outing, and you see a staircase that leads out into a ruined sewer area. You can see the dirty running water flow below you. You see the damp stone that seems to have litters of trash and whatnot skewed about. You see some strange things like mold and moss and whatnot growing along the sides of the damp stone. However, what you see before you as you look across is odd. 3 creatures of the fleshy variety stare back at you. You can hear their voices, strange and high-pitched and almost like, I don't know how to describe it, but almost as if they are like 3 children gossiping. But regardless, you see a long
I fucking recognize those sprites fresh.
I smile at you, you shut the fuck up. I couldn't find a better reference picture of what I wanted. You see 3 cherub-like creatures with long necks and strange distorted skin.
The Heathers?
You know, weirdly enough, you see these 3 strange creatures clothed, one in yellow, one in green, one in red. They have these
They're doing a
rags
dance.
dirtied. They seem to be like moving all together. The red one in particular seems to have a damaged wing that it's trying to flutter upon. You see these 2 strange little large cat-sized creatures as they look at you with strange bulbous eyes and an uncanny face that attaches to a long neck. And you see, oh, you may have found your thieves. And we're gonna end the session right there.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Yay!
But yeah, a lot of stuff happened. We paced it out pretty well, actually.
This was a really productive session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys kind of,
Holy
it was
shit.
a little slow to start, but once you guys started getting your hints, you started, like, bulldozing it. I think the
crazy.
strangest thing was Edge rolling an 80 on a random chart I pulled up out of Reddit, and suddenly you went God mode.
I know.
Very
That's the dice, baby.
I was like, there is no goddamn way I can give you fucking 10 questions. You guys had 6 in total that you used, including the ones that you guys, like, accidentally answered. But, like, that was insane. Like, y'all saw that chart, right? It on 80.
Yeah.
I did not expect.
know, I
I'm keeping
looked.
that chart because I really like what options they have in there. I'm probably gonna tweak it because it's still sorcerer. But I don't know if you've noticed, but every time you guys kind of use magic, you guys are not used to using magic, so I try to sometimes roll on a wild magic chart, at least like, you know, traditional magic. Y'all's specialty magic, or the magic, for example, detect thoughts, stuff that you have learned or like imbued into your skills, you don't usually have to roll that. But stuff like, oh, I learned this minor illusion thing, I want to see if I can use it. But I also, I just like using wild magic charts. It always makes the campaign interesting.
This was so fun. Oh my gosh.
I have flashbacks to the unicorn.
Yeah, shut up! Oh my god, don't remind me about that. That shit's crazy. But yeah, very, very fun session with y'all today.
Yeah, I know that you said that we've been
Yeah.
dicking around a little too much. I hope that this kind of like, we locked in enough.
Y'all locked in. Like, we were immediately at where I planned for us to stop.
Nice.
So it works out pretty well. And then we might open up in combat real quick.
Have fun with that.
So we will have fun with that, and y'all might meet Gromga. You might meet something else. You might meet something that used to be Gromga. Who knows?
Oh boy. That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, how are y'all feeling on campaign so far?
I want to play
great.
tomorrow.
We will sadly not be able to play tomorrow, but I'm hoping, not next week, but the week after, we should all still be good to play.
That lines up for bi-weekly though, so I'm good.
Mhm. That's why I
Yeah,
was kind of glad. I'm like, damn, we missed last week because of the storms, but this works out if we played this week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I am very glad. How are you feeling on this session today, Veggie?
I am having a great time.
You got you got a question answered that I like was hiding behind like you could probably put the pieces together, but I was like hiding that for a while. I didn't expect to give you that answer.
I thought maybe the most interesting question here
That was a
not
very
a big picture
interesting
question, but like this is like, okay, I already have the clues. I already have it all but figured out. I might as well just like put the veil aside a little bit.
Exactly. So, like, now you got a little bit more context to what happened that day. Did you get the full story? Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, I think you could put 2 and 2 together.
Yep.
Given, again, as stated, you know, it was an accident, but, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that also being said, Edge, you ready to meet Papa again?
Papa.
Papa.
Oh, it's Papa
course.
time.
Papa. Papa.
I don't even know if I want to know how he's connected to this.
Don't worry about it, Papa.
It
Papa!
made sense now that your son went towards the men's bathroom while going Papa. It's because it led him to the forest. That's where Papa is.
That's where Papa is.
Papa's in the toilet!
Not now, son. I'm pissed.
like
You're fucking right. That was actually like spot on foreshadowing. Like Coochie Pachi said the answer at the start of this fucking session.
Whoa, it's almost as if I have all the answers written on a fucking diagram chart.
I grip my skull.
I'm gripping my little fucking... I'm looking at my 30, 60, 70 page fucking notes. Anyways, it is getting late, but I'm gonna close off recording here. And we'll get our session next week. Y'all go with that?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go! Yay!
Yeah.